Good evening, passengers. We have the cool and collective Stafford late model driver in our hot seat. We have complimentary Twizzlers and grape soda on this flight. And, as always, please observe the no smoking signs.
Oh, we've only had one conversation, but I can tell we're going to be lifelong friends.
Good job, Reminator.
Thank you.
Way to get the show started. Diego, how you doing over there?
Sounds good.
That's a nice looking hat.
The hat is ridiculous. My favorite.
Yeah. Sharp.
Where are the Twizzlers?
Oh,
Yeah, they're not good for you.
That's another thing I've never had before.
What?
I've never had a Twizzler.
I can't do this.
Oh,
every
yeah.
week.
I was going to say the same thing.
No, you go to Waddell's trailer. He's right.
No, my heart
I
just
stop
can't.
He
at
has Smarties.
Smarties. I
Yeah.
get Smarties, and I don't like candy, but I always go in there.
Smarties are fun.
I listen to him bust my balls for a little bit, and I take as many Smarties as I can.
Yep.
And run?
My go-to candy is Jolly Rancher. That is my go-to. Jolly
Those are
Rancher
pretty
hard
good.
candy.
Although I would not have been shocked if you said you didn't like those somehow.
I love Jolly Ranchers and blow pop
do?
lollipops. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, you suck on them suckers, don't you?
Oh, my God.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Come on, man. Walks right into that.
Diego, that was good for
gotta
you.
stop.
No, that was strong.
No, I got to stop.
Out the gate.
Easy.
I love the guy, though. He is a funny guy.
So Remy, how was your day?
It's great.
Yeah. I'd rather listen to you right now.
Oh, stop.
I appreciate
I'm
it.
sorry about that, buddy.
Oh, so am I. I should just learn at this point to not talk.
No,
I was gonna say, we
it's
got two Bonssa slander pre-shows back to back with the lemonade last week. Now
Oh,
this
yeah.
crap.
He's
God.
good at it, though.
No, he takes it.
But I can enjoy a blow pop for sure, too.
No, I can't lie. I mean, I didn't want to get the that's what she said thrown at me, but they
Right.
are good. They are good.
That's what she said. Nice voice crack.
No, I'm just getting a little
Smarties.
excited.
Yeah.
I'm not Smarties. Just no. I've tried Smarties. Don't.
You can suck it.
Did I ask? Like, Starburst are okay.
Starburst. How about Skittles? Like you
No.
just pour the whole hand. Like
No.
you gotta put a mishmash
bunch.
in
You
your
need a lot
mouth.
of
I mean,
You
all
need a lot
candy's
at
bad
once.
for you, but Skittles is like top of the charts.
Oh, you just
That's
put them
being
all and
pretty
you just
bad, yeah.
crunch them all and become like one big ball.
They made like the
No.
gray
Oh my
Skittles. I mean, they
gosh.
were interesting, but I was kind of too scared to eat them. Why the hell are they gray?
What, Skittles?
Yeah, like cancer Skittles. It was
Gray
weird.
Skittles?
Yeah, very
Here we
weird.
go.
Well, let's start the insanity.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Man Cave for the next edition of the Sid's View podcast. Looking forward to a entertaining night recapping the past week's events. My man Diego's in the house. What's up, buddy?
Oh boy, we got a lot to talk about. I spent some time in Victory Lane this weekend without driving.
That's impressive.
Hell yeah, man, let's ready.
All right, the Reminator's over here on the controls, ready to roll.
Am I going to be the one doing this?
Well, I was this close to calling the Ricker and see if he was available, and then I thought, nah, I'm good.
Yo, yo, yo. It's a beautiful Tuesday. I'm here with my boys. Let's do this.
All right, down in the bullpen. I think that is my favorite bowling shirt.
Bobby! Your man Bobby back in the house once again, and I was finally able to make my debut appearance at Waterford this season, but don't fret, people. It won't be long before you see me there again.
Oh, all right. Looking forward to that. And our man Bonssa's over there at the news desk as my dogs are going bananas upstairs.
They're excited to hear me. Coming up, a barn burner between Flannery and Hovey, domination from McKennedy, and sweet redemption for JP.
Gotta love the teasers over
Oh,
there
yeah.
from the news desk. You know what I'm saying? All right, everybody. We got a big show ahead for you. You're going to want to make sure you get into that live chat. Go to youtube.com/SidsView/join, as we want to keep reminding you it's best to do that on a desktop, because if you do it on a smartphone, you get those additional fees, and we have no control over that. But it's good value for your buck. You get bonus content every Thursday, and we've been recording some of that content. One of the craftiest veterans over at Stafford Speedway, late model guy over there, Wayne Coury Jr. is in the house. What's up, buddy?
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, appreciate
It's
you
about
coming by.
time, man. It's been a long time.
We get that a lot. We definitely
Oh,
get
yeah.
that a lot. All right, let's get things rolling here. You know how we do it. Mid-State Site Development going to get us started. All right, appreciate the corners. Good to see Noah racing in the Casella 80
Oh, yeah.
on Friday night. Good to see those guys back at the track. We will see them again Saturday at the bowl for the Monaco race. And since we have our man Coury in the house, we thought it would be appropriate to put this on the old Surf Pro chalkboard chatter. So I guess it's worth asking, was the Wayne's World thing, was that like a nuisance for you back in the 90s? I mean, was there a lot of Wayne's World jokes?
I have to say I've heard a handful of Wayne's World.
Yeah. Add us to the list.
It's funny, but it's carried through over the years. There was like at work, we've got a group chat.
Yeah.
And I was running the team, and I was like, hey, somebody's got to pick a name for our group chat. And
It said Wayne's World.
That's
It's a good default.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go over a few things here before we get started. First of all, just want to say big thanks to our viewers because you know what, Diego? Last week, the most watched podcast of the season so far.
Tell me about
so
it.
really
All right.
cool across all metrics. Big thanks to Jake Veneta for visiting. No pressure over there, Coury, to bring the viewers back in.
He was good.
Yeah, he was really good.
watched
Yeah,
it.
we had a good time. Yeah. Diego and I had the opportunity to go hang up in the old Casella Skybox
was
on
fun.
Friday night. That was pretty
I
cool,
made
right?
2 visits
Oh,
up
y'all
there.
were
Did
up
you really?
there.
Oh, yeah.
You went back.
I brought Brody up there. Brody, you got to come up here and
Yeah.
check this out.
They do it up nice up there,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
A nice spread. The coolers were stocked. They got
Yeah.
a TV in there in case you don't get a good seat by
And-
the window. And
Casella was very welcoming to
Yeah.
us. It was
big
awesome.
thanks to those guys. Yeah,
it
for
was
sure.
Great.
Y'all were my neighbors.
Oh,
yeah, we saw BT up there doing his thing.
Oh, that's messed up. I would have made the trip. I didn't even
No,
know.
I was going to go knock.
You should've.
No,
Well,
Sid says.
I told him you were going to get flustered. It was in
Yeah.
the middle of the broadcast.
Yeah, it was. Sid's like,
Yeah,
Sid's like Bobby's right in there. And I'm like, I'm doing it. Good thing I wasn't drinking because I
Yeah.
definitely would have been knocking on the windows or something.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been my usual self. Not the most relaxing time ever. You know,
Yeah.
you could
I
say
understand.
that. Yeah.
So,
Do they
before.
have
Go ahead.
groups up there every week?
I don't know if it's every
Not
week.
every week.
but
Not
it-
every week.
It's quite a few times.
Hospitality suite.
Yeah,
Very
exactly.
often.
Exactly.
Have you been up there?
Never
It
been.
was
No.
awesome. They had a spread of food.
Really nice.
Yes, and a lot of people up there, like from the Casella family.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, Talman's. They had Talman's group
Talman's,
up there, and
yeah.
we, Hubby. That's what we went up with. Was Christina Hubby. So
Yep.
And it's
Yeah.
the box coming off of 4?
Yeah,
Correct.
the 2
Yeah.
That's
boxes.
a great view
Yeah.
up there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then we got
Yeah.
out. Me and Sydney were out there eating some beef.
Right.
This guy, and we watched a couple heat races or something, right? from
yeah,
up
the
there.
SKs. Yep.
Yep.
So in my days building up the video business, I did some landscaping, and so Diego and I are out there on the perch.
This guy's too much,
And
man.
I said to
Look at
Diego, I'm
this.
like, dude, who do you think the roots make
Right.
weed whack
He's like,
that
who the
section
hell
of
does
the?
this?
That's where my head goes.
I mean, this is what this guy's asking. We're out there watching the races.
Yeah.
He's like, look at this lawn right here. Who
Weed
does
whacking
this?
that's got broken ankle written all over.
Oh, yeah,
It's
it
a nice
does.
incline there. So, anyways, that's where my
David
weird.
Aru probably invented a special.
He probably
Right.
did.
Oh, he's got something on a rope. Goes
Yeah.
down, he pulls it back up.
That's not fun to walk on. Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
All right. Well, listen. Maybe David will make a. Maybe that'll be part of his next video.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying.
You know
so
what I'm saying?
win-win. He gets a vid, and we get
Exactly.
the clean grass.
So I also stopped by the bowl on Saturday. Had some old high school friends that were there. Got to see Jason Puckett, who's been a great sponsor of the show. And so within that whole truck community, somebody was walking around with these chocolate chip cookies. I said, dude, you got to have one of these. Dan Lajeunesse wife makes these, and they are tremendous. I got to just give her props because I don't think I've ever met her, but the
Yeah.
cookie, that was top notch.
Really?
Yeah, it was good stuff. And the other thing, very excited to announce that the Vault Productions crew is going to be at the bowl on Saturday, and we are going to be handling the live stream for the Northeast Short Track Network for not only the Monaco race, but the entire Saturday event.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's going to be pay-per-view, and my man Bobby's going to be there, Matt, a lot of guys that are part of the Stafford team. We're gonna have the drone there. We're going to be doing all of our social stuff as well. So we are going to have ourselves a busy day.
Yep,
It was,
full
a little,
house.
it was a little bit daunting when I brought it up to the crew, but we all agree that it is a extremely awesome opportunity. And even though we're going to be stretched pretty thin, we're confident that we're going to pull it off, and it's going to be a pretty kick-ass broadcast. So
That's great,
yeah.
man.
So we're excited for that. I think that's about it. We got a lot to go over here because now we got everything's in full swing, right? The Speedbowl's got Thursdays, CONT's got Fridays. So let's not dilly-dally anymore. Let's get ourselves over to the news desk and get this place hopping. Let's go. What are we doing here? Huh? What are we
City,
doing?
you hyped me up.
I
was
know.
ready.
I got all into it, and
Just
then
that pinch of music at the end.
Oh, yeah.
unbelievable. All right, and go.
It's the Dale Hedquist Motorsports Weekly Update. We begin with Thursday Night Thunder, round 2 at the New London Waterford Speedbowl, and in the Super X cars, where Ryan Magliano outdueled Nick Fraulino in the final laps to claim his first win of the season.
We have
Oh, go ahead.
some footage of the amazing racing, so let's do that first.
All right.
Magliano will try to send it in deep.
But Magliano's been at it now. You know, he's with Pollard. Pollard helps those guys. So,
Oh, really?
yeah, that's one of Pollard. They built that car for him.
Gotcha.
Side by side off the corner.
Man,
Back to the line.
listen, Nick, this might have been Nick's first top 5 here.
It's the best he's done.
Oh, man, look at him moving over just a little bit.
That's not, it's good. You know, it's full contact, but it's
like
clean
old
full
street
contact.
stock racing right
That's
here.
good.
Yeah, right.
Final four. Final two. Fantastic.
Look at that. Ray Reed right behind him there.
Uh-huh.
Dancing up the hill is Magliano.
That looks like fun, doesn't it, Wayne?
Coming from my division, it seems it's nice to see some two-groove racing.
They'll get by the 66. It's going to be
Wow.
Fraulino's hanging
Look at him.
on.
That's a sharp-looking car, too.
Oh, he's
is.
hanging all the way to the stripe.
Oh, he's driving it for all it's worth right here. I mean, he's going for his first win.
Last lap.
Imagine being in his seat right now.
Yeah.
Oh, come
Yeah,
on, buddy.
bang.
Oh, the thing is getting loose.
Now, what more can you do at this point than what he does right here?
Send it in. Magliano trying to hold him off.
All the way.
Oh, yeah.
Still second.
Man, what a great race for Nick.
Yeah.
Magliano, I think it's his first Super X win, right? Is that true? Just a tremendous feat there. So I am like super excited for him. Fraulino, they're straight out of the Beal camp.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
They're out of the Beal camp, so I know they were working hard over there. And Fraulino works for my brother. You know, I'm sure he got his balls busted the next day for not moving Magliano.
Let alone spinning himself out.
Yeah. Well, listen, that's what you call driving your heart out.
Oh, yeah.
My man
100%.
he was digging for the win. It is what it is. Great job by Nick, though.
Yeah. Kudos to Magliano. Then he started 7th in
Yeah.
that race, I think, so he had to make his way.
I watched his in-car.
Yeah.
And he was digging. That car's, I could see him a little loose, turning to the right on the way in. Mr. Pollard's going to have to tighten him up just a little getting in. But, yeah, congratulations to them and the whole, Pequot Campground crew, because that's who owns the car. Well-deserved. They put their time, their money, their effort in. The father is diehard for that stuff, so it couldn't happen to a bunch of better people. But for Nick, it's right around the corner, it looks like.
Got to keep pushing.
Heck yeah.
Maybe just not push as far as you did in the last lap. Anyways, let's go to the X cars. Christian Herman fended off Corey Caddick to get his first victory of the year.
Yeah, no surprise there that he's back in victory lane.
Oh, not at all.
I mean, the Herman family's at the top of their game there in those X
yeah.
cars.
And then the legend cars, Adam Forster pulled away from the field to earn his first career win at Waterford.
And boy, did I get my balls busted about that one.
Did you?
Yeah?
Well,
Why?
because I picked Martinez.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Martinez doesn't show up.
Oh, yeah, you picked him on the wrong day.
And he's been there, right? He hasn't lost the race, so I'm thinking, well, why wouldn't he not show up, right?
Yep.
And then I see
Naturally.
Forrester in the pits, which is his
Grandson.
That's his grandson,
I'm
right?
pretty sure it's his grandson. Yeah.
And he says, well, we almost beat him last week. Why didn't you pick us this week? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know why I did that. But congratulations to those guys. Like I said this last time, Forrester's been around racing a long time.
Yeah.
And his grandson, I mean, from the driver development program to here is really starting to turn the wick up. They are heavy hitters.
Yeah.
And so I know Chris has a huge part in that and a ton of passion.
I will say it's a bit of a bummer that there was only, 7 legend cars or so? 8 legend cars?
Yeah.
There wasn't many of them. That's a pretty sharp decrease. Bandoleros Landon Heim claimed back-to-back victories to start the season after holding off Ryder Aguiar and Luca Dib again.
Yeah, I don't watch them very often.
They were
I don't
nose to
go.
tail.
Yeah, but those guys they're dangerous.
You ever
Hey,
drive one of
you
those?
say that every
Anybody ever
time.
drive one of those?
Well,
Well, his
Bando?
daughter did.
Yeah.
His daughter did.
Oh,
Yeah,
did
Emma did.
dude, like when I'm telling you, petrified.
Yeah.
Like I'm
I
not
can imagine.
because it was, and I've said this so many times, but it was Brody, Emma, PJ Evans,
Hovey, yeah.
Matty Harkin, Ethan DeRocher. I mean, we just go on and on. There was like 20 of them, and it was like watching a street stock race because they were like drafting and moving each other, and it's like this about Talladega is about to happen.
It looked
Yeah.
like fun.
I was never fun.
Not to me.
No.
I watched one Bando race. I'm good.
Yeah.
I saw some junked cars the
Yeah.
one race I watched.
Now, Wayne, has any of your daughters got the racing bug? No,
Not yet.
Not yet.
I didn't start till late, so
Yeah, that's a good point.
You never
That's a
know.
good point. Right.
Let's go to Thunder Road International Speedbowl because the New England Super Modified Series competed there. And with John McKennedy in pursuit, Ben Seitz was able to stave him off in the closing laps to get the win.
Yeah, pretty good battle up front. It's
Yeah.
a bummer there's only 9 cars there,
Yeah.
but
But Ben Seitz, he's been
he's a
stout.
legend. Right.
stout.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's go to Stafford Speedway on Friday. The SK Modifieds, the one that got away, came back to defending champion John Pulio, who dominated the 80-lap feature en route to his first win of the year. Pulio was the class of the field in this event last season, but lost the lead on the last lap. Not this time around. The extra distance event marked the opening round of the SK Modified Triple Crown, and Pulio's victory gives the division 6 different winners in the first 6 races.
Yeah, he definitely did not want to afford anybody the opportunity to even make a run at him last year. I mean, it was, what, 4 green-white checkers and finally got away from him? Of course, that was the one that ran to the end. I mean,
Yeah.
he did not even give them the chance this time.
He was gone.
he was out
Absolutely
there.
gone.
He was rolling.
Yeah.
Yep.
By far the class of the
Those
field.
guys, I mean, I know I just use this term, but his father and them, they've been, I know they've been the point leader this year, but to me, they've been mediocre, right?
Damn.
Well, I'm just
Wow.
saying. Well, I don't mean it like that. They were heavy hitting the last year. I mean, they were always just charging, and now it seems like they get to 4th or 5th, and then
But
they're
that's
kind of
what
protecting and not being over aggressive.
But that's what won them the championship last year. Because
I know.
mind you, they only
He only
won one
He only
race.
won the first race last year.
Yeah.
I know, but to me, like, because I love JP. He grew up racing at the bowl a little bit. He was always, like we always call it hunting, like Bruce Thomas terms, and we'd be talking
Right.
like when you're hunting or you're the one being hunted. You don't ever want to be the one hunted, right?
Right.
So I always felt like when I was watching JP last year, he was always coming
On the prowl.
always on the prowl.
Yeah.
And this year they've been off, and whatever they did from last week to this week, damn, they figured it out.
You got a point there. No, I mean, he did only win the one race, but there was plenty of times, again, like you said, where it felt like he was on the hunt, like the Mike Christopher Jr. instead. I mean, that was later in last year, right? Like he still,
Yeah.
I do feel like you saw more aggression. Not that this approach isn't working for them. I mean,
Well-
like you said, he's still second in the points now.
Well, here's the thing. He wrecked, right? And he fell back in points. Now, I'm not saying this has anything to do with it, but when you are the point leader this early in the season, you may tend to. That field is so damn good. You see what happened to Mike Flynn.
Yeah.
1 week, and then it just turmoil down to a bad. I mean, it's just going real bad for him.
Right.
And that division, you can't afford. He went from leading the points all the way back to like 7th. Pulio didn't he?
He fell to 5th.
He fell
Oh,
to
fifth.
5th. He
Yeah.
fell to 5th.
But
I mean, sometimes it's not a matter of aggression either. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's just like what your car's giving you too,
Yeah.
right? So like I've had people over the years be like, Wayne, well, you were so aggressive this week. Oh, well,
that's
I
what you
I
had.
a car that allowed me to be aggressive.
And I agree with you 1,000% with that
All right,
statement.
real quick here, a couple things in the chat. Keeter wants to know how I feel about the Triple Crowns. I love them. Especially the way they set it up.
The car counts
I
are
mean, they
tremendous.
had they had
Yeah.
30 cars. They did the plus minus thing. I
30
love it.
SKs.
Fantastic.
And Dan Riley wants to know about the restart. So we were talking about that a little bit before we went live.
All right, so let me bring context into that. from what it sounds like, JP was on the front row leading. Christopher was on the outside. And it sounds like JP felt like Christopher jumped. So JP basically didn't bother going because he was supposed to go first and didn't.
Yeah.
And it stacked the field up. We saw that with Anglais a few weeks ago as well on a restart. He didn't go because the outside went first, and they felt like, what's the point of going if they're going to jump? And so it led to that pileup, and that has been a discussion topic this past week.
To me, I seen some posts online, and then I was commenting on them. And my wife is like, "Why are you getting involved?"
No, but there's some ridiculous ones. I mean, people are blaming like the Vassar, deal on him. I'm like, come on, guys.
I mean, the leader has to start the race.
Agreed.
Thank you.
That's how it goes. Look, you've seen it over the years where the leader does not start the race and things happen. It's unfortunate, but you would think though if you're Christopher, like it was the first time on the restart, right? So you're gonna maybe you think, oh, I'll just get a warning, right?
Yeah, they'll call it back.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna keep my foot in it.
You can't blame him.
Maybe they'll call it back. You can't really blame him either.
Can't blame him.
Can't blame him either. But Julio was just doing his job.
That's what I said, and I was. I was messaging Ed a little bit, congratulating him on their win because I've known Ed so long. And I says, I was with you guys 1,000%. I think Mike Christopher is a hell of a driver. And whether he thinks JP jumped for a second, I'm not sure. He may thought that. But it's JP's job to start that race.
Mm-hmm.
JP cannot trust that if Mike Christopher goes, then he says, oh, shoot, I better get going, that the tower's going to call it back. Because you know what happens at that track? As soon as they start swarming you like bees, what do you think happens at JP?
Yeah, but isn't that the problem then? That if the leader doesn't trust that the call is going to be called back, because it did create chaos behind the field. There were cars that got wrecked.
A big one.
Yeah. Oh, so you think JP should have just
I'm
taken
not saying
off?
that, but what I'm saying is, I mean, the way you presented it, it's not like who's in the wrong. It seems like you don't have a problem with what JP or Mike Christopher did.
Well,
so
Mike,
to me, then you're saying it's a lack of trust on the officials.
I would say yes.
So that's what I'm saying is that's the problem.
As JP, to me, if I was leading that race, and he took off, and I decided to go, and they didn't see that he started the race, and I lost the lead going into one, and now I get hit from behind, and I get swarmed up by the pack. All of a sudden, I'm sitting ninth because it could happen that fast there. And then what happens? Then you go up to the tower after and say, why didn't you call that back? Or do you just not go? Because I'm just not going to go because I'm not going to let a human.
Right, but so I guess what I'm saying is if you started in 7th, which would be the Julio's line, and then your car got dinged up and you were out of the race or you had to go back to the end of the field, like do you think that in that scenario, would you agree with what Julio did?
Yes.
Okay.
Still.
Okay.
All right.
It also takes a lot of balls to not go.
Right.
Like when you're in
But what would you do?
It's a really
you would
tough
probably
call.
not.
It's a really tough call.
No, because if you get back in the gas,
You're done.
immediately
Your race is
after,
over.
and you're side by side, I mean, he's still got the jump on you, but they're probably going to let it go if it's
no
razor
chance,
sharp.
right.
I mean, they both have a responsibility to do what's best for their teams.
Yeah.
Mike Christopher's not going to get back out of the gas because now if John Julio goes, then it's the exact same thing in the outside lane.
Yeah.
A lot of restart games.
You have to do it.
Yeah.
Well, before we move on to late models, I want to give a shout out to Matt Vassar because he got injured in that
he
wreck,
did.
broke his wrist. So
Bad.
just want to give a shout out to him and have a safe and speedy recovery.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah,
Man.
it does.
Yeah, get well.
Yeah, real quick, Narducci looked really good, right? Ran in the top 5 the whole race.
That boy can wheel.
Finished 4th. And I got to tell you, Rocco at one point was like 20th.
He had problems.
And remember
in the heat.
when we were up at the
Yes.
VIP thing, he broke during the heat, right?
Yes.
And then he's running around 20th, and I'm like, damn, what the hell is with Rocco? And they made the pit, and that's Rocco, right? He's crafty veteran, and it's funny, like it's kind of like I'm amazed at that car I saw like farting around on 20th, finished 5th, and then I'm not really amazed because I've seen Keith do stuff like that his entire career,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
So, and then in the chat they were saying about Riley O'Keefe.
Oh, yeah.
He's been impressive.
He started dead last, huh? Is that 30th and finished 7th?
He's
Yeah, that's
been
pretty good.
impressive.
Pretty good.
All right, let's go to late models.
Oh.
Michael Bennett lost the lead briefly after missing a shift, took it back, and never looked back, returning to victory lane. And it was our guest that he got by to take the lead. Wayne, how was the car in that race?
Yeah, unfortunately, it wasn't great early on in the race. So it didn't fire off so well.
Yeah.
I think it changed a bit through the race, and I was pretty decent toward the end. I mean, if I was kind of looking at the lap times end of the race, and we were as fast or faster than most.
Right.
Those last 10 laps. So super disappointing because I was just free early on, and I was hanging on for a few laps when he was trying to get by me, and maybe I should have blocked a little harder, but is what it is. It was good to get the lead back on the restart. Unfortunately, couldn't hang on that time either, and we'll go back and try to do it again next week.
I tell you what, with Michael Bennett coming back, there was a lot of anticipation as to how he would do. Brand new race car, won the championship in 21. He didn't have winning speed for the first 5 events, but you finally got to see what he could do last week, and he led the majority of that race. So I'm curious to see if that carries on the weeks to come because it's so tough in that division.
A lot of us are still trying to iron out the kinks here.
Yeah.
Right? Like on the new tire.
Yep, true.
Real quick, what I got to say about this, I remember looking at open practice when Bennett first came out.
Yeah.
He was blistering the track.
He was fast.
Mm-hmm.
Fast.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be hard not to pick him open weekend. He
Right.
was that fast, right?
Yeah.
You'd agree.
Oh, yeah.
When he
Right
comes
out of the gate.
right out of the gate, what happens the first week? Wreck, right?
Yeah, he spun, yeah. He
Spun.
lost it in turn 4 and went through the
Next
grass.
week, he gets dumped by the 51, I think. Or
07.
07, right? So he's been, what happens is, all I'm saying is when you have to go home and put your car together,
Yeah.
it's hard to come back or hard to work on it to make it faster.
Right.
Because you're putting rear clips on it. You're
Yeah.
putting fenders on it.
Yeah.
He had a clean week. I think the week before, you guys raced around 4th.
Yeah.
And I gave him props this week because I've been pretty critical of those guys because everybody's hammered each other. You know, Buffoni hammers him, and then he hammers somebody the next week. I'm like, dude, I stuck up for you.
Yeah.
And then you go and hammer this guy.
Yeah.
Like that, you know, and then so I said, I give you a lot of props when you were racing Wayne that week.
I listened to that, yeah.
Yeah, you
I
guys
heard.
followed around, and I was like,
No,
yeah,
that was a clean race.
it's a clean race. I
Yeah.
mean, you guys are equal. You can't just move them because you may be a tick faster right here.
Yeah.
And it's not fair. But all I'm saying is he got to go home, work on his car to make it even faster,
Right.
and you see what's happening. I wouldn't be surprised to see him just get on like a mini run right now because they had speed early, and I'm sure they're finding that speed again because you were quick early when you snagged the lead from him. I was like, oh, boy, Wayne got a car. 3 laps, he came back, and I could tell it was going to be hard to hold him back because he was coming and he was leaving the rest of the pack. So,
Yeah, and then at the end, I think we were both kind of.
Yeah, it was a good run by
both
you,
put
though.
a little bit of distance. I was just happy that we were fast again because
Yeah.
you know, we struggled the first few weeks.
Yeah.
You know, last year we had the speed most weeks. We just broke a
Yeah.
bunch,
Yeah.
and that killed our season. This year we come back mostly the same stuff, obviously different tire, and it's been a little bit hard for us to.
you've been quick, though.
But we've been okay. Like we've been a lot of top 5s, but not winning speed.
Yeah, what-
we found a couple things here and there that I think were holding us back, and this was the first week that I felt like we were actually fast.
Yeah, I was going to say, you basically said that when I saw you early in the day, and then when I watched the race, I'm like, oh, I think they might have found a little something here.
Yeah.
This is-
Yeah.
you were looking better than you were
Better-
talking about
better
earlier in
than
the
the
day.
last few weeks, for sure.
Yep.
You
Yeah,
do bring.
because we would come out, run pretty strong. You know, the car would feel pretty good, but we just didn't have the actual raw speed
Right.
on the clock.
Yeah. You do bring up a good point, Diego. Bennett has showed a lot of practice speed. It's
Yeah.
just translating that into
Yeah.
the race.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, SK Light Modifieds. Oh, boy.
Let's go.
We saw back-to-back weeks of first-time winners in that division. Jason Finkbein went 3rd to 1st on the final lap in the final turn to score his first SK Light win after Nick Anglaise made contact with Robert Bloxham III, who was disqualified from his 3rd-place finish after his car did not meet ride height requirements and exceeded left side weight. Anglaise was penalized 3 positions for the contact and wound up 5th after Bloxham's disqualification. Did you get all that? That was a mouthful.
I just heard the 3 positions. That
Yeah.
seems very
It's odd.
random.
Go ahead,
Right.
Rems.
We have the drama, so let's watch that.
All right, can we get to the white flag?
I'm going to give you a little commentary here, right? I'm on my way home, okay? Finkbein's my pick. I'm at a red light, so I get to see this. And I'm thinking, oh, this Anglace is going to screw me in the pickups, right? Then they're going around here, and I'm saying, oh, there's no love lost between him and the leader. Anglace might actually hook me up. And sure enough, he hooked me up.
Anglace goes up the hill. Finkbein goes to the inside. It will
That
be
hooked
a
himself up
victory.
there.
Yeah. So good job by Finkbein. You know, he had a rough comeback, rough hit the week before for really just being at the wrong place in the wrong time.
Oh wow, I'd almost like completely forgotten about that. That is a crazy comeback.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He
Wow.
got,
They were on the
'Cause-
verge of not coming back.
Right.
right. And he just basically, what was it? Vogt? How do you say that kid's name?
Vogt.
Vogt. Casey Vogt
Yeah.
just overcorrected
Right.
a little right in front of him.
Yeah.
But can we talk about the penalty now? My question is, if Anglace and Bloxham were checked out and nobody made a move on him like Finkbein and Barry were able to do, I mean, Bloxham still crosses the line ahead of Anglace. So, like, if it's just those 2 cars, is it the same penalty? You wouldn't think so, would you?
I have no. I don't know. It was. I don't know. I mean, it's so easy for me to sit in the stands and watch what
Right.
happened.
Right.
Right. I'm not in race control.
Right.
I mean, it was definitely aggressive driving.
Right.
But nobody wrecked.
Right.
Everybody crossed the line in the top 5.
Right.
Right. And Bloxham didn't lose position. He
Yeah.
he
so
finished
why-
ahead of him.
What was the penalty
Yeah,
for?
I guess on the
contact.
question is, but on what grounds was he specifically penalized 3 positions? Like with the Meg Fuller thing, you had cars actually wrecking ultimately. I mean, there was nobody wrecking in
the
that.
thing about that 2 years ago, too, mind you, is that Anglace was kind of being rough throughout that feature because he ran Tyler Chapman into the wall. So that deal and the Meg deal kind of culminated in that penalty, where in this race, he really didn't ruffle any feathers until the last corner of the last lap.
yeah.
Well, I guess there was so Fenceline Tom is saying that they Paul was adamant at the drivers' meeting about
That is
track
true.
moves. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they have. They're about sick of the SK lights wrecking.
well, I mean, who
and
isn't?
and taking the whole show. I mean, they put them to last for a reason, right? Because they haven't been cooperated.
Yeah.
And then, you know, it's so hard though. You know, like as a driver. I mean, was Nick Anglace's move bad? You know, if he pulls off the win, what a hell of a move!
Right.
He's
Yeah.
a genius.
Like, what a hell of a move! Like, how could you blame him for going to try to take
Right.
Bloxham's lunch?
I mean, as a
that's
fan,
what the game is.
as a fan, aren't you? Isn't that a great finish to the race?
Right.
As a
Right.
fan.
Well, I was even bringing this up a little bit earlier. You know, the Sizzler finish was not too different. I mean, there wasn't as much. You know, the leader didn't get knocked back as much, but you know, Beer's dive bomb there was not too much different than what Anglace.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
a fair
right.
point.
right. Same exact thing. But,
That's a
but
good
the
point.
SK lights have had problems. So,
Yes,
You know-
they definitely are more on notice.
but
Yeah, but
man,
like, how do you call that in the future then? Now that this has happened, like, is that something that everybody has to be cognizant about in the weeks to come?
Has that happened before where it's been, hey, 3 spots? Like,
I've
do we
never
know?
seen
All
it.
right. So
It would be-
so
it would
in the
be
chat,
interesting to understand.
yeah, let me just say that. So they're saying they put him back the same spots that Bloxham lost, and I want to correct myself because Bloxham did lose position. He lost. He was in the lead. He finished third, and I was saying as compared to Anglace, he didn't lose a
Right.
position. To Anglace. That was my point.
Yeah.
But so that seems to be the reasoning is that he lost 3 spots, and so they penalized
Right.
Anglace the same amount that Bloxham lost
man,
in that
how
scuffle.
how do you monitor that
Right.
weekly?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the year, that could be the difference of a championship for Anglace. That
Right.
call.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's good
Right.
that they didn't over penalize him.
Yeah.
Just go overboard and say, hey, you know,
Send him
land
to the
or-
back of
Would
the
you
lead
have?
lap or
I
something.
mean, would you
That
have
would've been rough.
penalized him for that? Honestly, if you were, I mean, if it's your playground, do you say that's a problem? We're not racing.
I think it's a
way.
warning.
Yeah.
I think it's a warning.
Right. Well,
I
I,
think-
I guess the problem is they've already had so
Okay.
many
That's
warnings.
what,
right?
that's what I was going to
Right.
say.
Well, like, I
Is
just
think they're
wonder-
beyond, they're
Yeah.
beyond that.
Right. Like,
Right.
like
Okay.
what are we
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
missing contextually? I
Sure.
don't know what was said at
Yeah,
the
I'm
drivers'
missing
meeting. You know,
context.
they've had 2 complete disaster weeks.
At the end of the day,
We have
It
something
was-
to talk about on the
it was-
podcast.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was
a
awesome
big
to
move.
watch
Yeah.
as a spectator.
Sure.
Yep.
We were sitting in turn 1 and 2, and I went, whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa! You
Right.
know, so
I will say, Nick Anglaise did tell Race Day CT he understood the penalty.
Yeah.
He did say that
yeah,
on the record
Yeah.
that he understood Stafford penalizing him.
yeah.
Maybe he
They-
just expected
right.
the stick better.
Well,
Right.
he claimed
Right.
that his steering rack was messed up.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
people don't necessarily believe that, but that's what he said on Facebook.
Right. They didn't dig him too bad. I just, again, we've talked about many things involving calls. You know, you want concrete reasoning and, you know, clarity going forward on calls. Like if this is going to be a regular thing for them, which maybe is necessary because they've had a lot of disaster class races, like are they going to outwardly say if you pull a move like that and you guys lose X spots, you're going to be dinged X spots after the
Yeah.
fact?
Yeah.
That's all you'd really want.
Honestly, though, that was a really good race overall for
Yeah,
the
amazing.
SK Lights. Bloxham
thought-
and Barry were side by side for like
Yeah.
7 laps
Yeah, they were.
for the lead. It was
Yep.
a really good race overall for
I
those guys
agree.
and gals.
It's just an insane amount of cars on the track. It's fun to watch just because of that.
Yeah.
Phew.
31 took the green flag. Yeah. All right, what else you got?
Limited late models. After a physical battle with Norm Root III, it was former champion Rich Hammond coming out on top for his first victory of the year.
I have a video of the last restart, so
Oh.
let's watch that.
Looking forward to it.
This is a barn
And
burner.
Root gets the
Root.
advantage.
And Rut.
But here comes Hammond.
Root tried to get to the bottom. He had a great restart, and he's going to get the lead. What a drive off of 2 by Norm Root III. He leads the way. Hammond in second. Then it's Clemens door-to-door with Haidar.
That is for third.
Man,
and
he gave up
fourth.
the
Just
bottom
on
right
Jensen.
here. Did you
Yep.
see that?
I thought he was
Hammond
gone on the back
Hi-ya.
straight.
White flag is out.
Hammond
One
gave him a
lap to
bump.
go, and they are
At this point,
banging
they're just having
fenders
fun
for
with
race
it.
leader
Gave
Trump.
up
Yeah.
the bottom going into
Gouging on
3,
the
but
final lap. It's Hammond to the inside. He's got the preferred lane. That ahead coming
Big
off
mistake.
of 2. He has the lead. Here comes
Man.
Clemens with 2 turns to go.
2 circuits remaining. They muscled their way off turn number 4.
Still was able to hold off Haidar to protect third just barely.
Clemens
He will
screwed
be
me.
tonight's winner.
You picked him?
yeah.
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 Well, he tried his best for you.
Yeah, I said that. Geez, thanks, Aaron. The hell? I
You only
picked
got so much power in the limited.
But
you know?
listen, Rich Hammond did a fantastic job. He had that coming. He's been quick. I thought Norm Root was impressive.
That was his best shot to win so far.
And you know, like he got beat up a little bit there.
Yep.
And his car was strong enough, like you had said earlier. When you got a good car, you just climb right back in the mix, and he was on his way. If that
Yeah.
race goes another 15 laps, he's clawing his way back to the 28, I think. You know, so
Maybe. I mean, 28 was strong, though, but I know
Yeah.
what you're
Yeah.
saying. Yeah, Root looks really good.
He
Yeah, I
looked
like,
really
I like
good.
seeing the 28 winner race.
Yeah, of
he's-
course.
He ran with us in the late models for a handful of years. He's just like
Yeah.
always upbeat, having fun.
He
Yeah.
really is.
Gives
Likes
you
to
the
joke
gives you
around.
the
Yeah,
the
like
Ric Flair
Rich.
impression when he gets out of the
No,
car.
you know
like
what
a
it is about
classic.
him? He is always excited about being at the
Yes.
racetrack.
Yeah.
When he gets out of the,
Yeah.
regardless, he'll come up and say, "Yo, did you see that?" Right?
Yeah.
And he's just
Always
pumped
having
up.
a good
Right.
time.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, he's talked in length about all the years that he ran like crap, and it just completely unbothered by it. Like he was definitely always in
good
it
for him.
for the spirit of it.
Lastly, at Stafford in the street stocks, Ryan Waterman held off teammate Matt Lewinsky low to get his 4th win in the season's first 6 races.
Oh, wouldn't you know, Diego? That means we got a time for one of these again. All right, big thanks to our friends there at K2 Automotive. Back again for the quote of the week. And our man Waterman, he had a little something to say about his teammate there in victory. And let's check it out.
First and fourth, then first and fourth, then first. Was supposed to be fourth tonight, but you decided to go out and win instead. What's going through your mind right now with this fast race car?
Yeah. Oh, hey, there's some fans right there. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, who wants fourth? We want wins. A little upset that my pinch driver here, he had the faster car, and he didn't want to really give it to me, you know?
So I don't know what's better there, that he called out the Boo Birds or that
Yeah.
he called out
Right.
Matt Lewinsky low for not racing him harder in his own team car.
There's 2 quotes of the week, and I mean one of their drivers
Seriously.
upset that his own teammate or team car doesn't give him the dump. I mean the
That's
best part
funny.
about that is that the boos got even louder. You know, you could hear it on the broadcast after he said it. It's just one of those slightly soap opera type moments of racing that's just like that's why you love it.
He's good for street stock racing.
Yeah,
Yeah, he is.
100%.
So
100%.
fun to watch.
Right.
Does he own the other car?
Yeah, the one that
Yeah.
Lewinsky's driving
You
is
know
like
what
a
would be
team
better?
car.
to throw my brother in the mix with them.
Oh, my goodness.
That'd be entertaining.
I tell you what, we talked about Hydar's domination in the street stocks a few years ago. Waterman's on one right now.
Oh, yeah.
4 for 6.
It's no surprise, though.
And there's no sign of stopping.
He's that good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go to CONT for Fast Friday.
All right.
In the Legend Cars, after not starting the season opening feature, Jacob Burns rebounded in week 2, passing Isaiah Newcomb with a few laps to go to seal the victory.
I have some footage of the phenomenal racing, so let's watch some of that.
Tessier holding off 4 hard-charging machines and maintaining
Rowdy's in that
his
pink
lead at
car.
lap 5. He's the takes his
Which
lead
one, the
second each
13?
and
Yeah.
13, yep.
I feel like he's trying to drive like Pepe, running that high line.
Seriously.
Few can pull it off.
He's talked about how he likes running that line there.
This is just a super speedway race at this point.
Continuing to seesaw back and forth at the
Good to
top
see
of the
Newcomb back.
leaderboard. 3
Oh.
wide. Look at Newcomb. Split down to the inside. Look for the second spot. Down to the inside of Wakefield.
Legends don't have spotters, do they?
Wakefield
No.
side by side for the top position.
I don't think so.
Burns in third.
Boucher's
Tessier
great on the
fourth.
mic.
Side
He
by
gets-
side
he gets
for
so
fifth
excited.
between Wilkinson
Yeah.
and
It's the
LaBelle,
definition of
but
hornet's
up
nest.
front by a tire. Now a car length.
Yeah, just good racing right there, man.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Yeah. You know, we talked about it with Jake last week. Those Fast Fridays, man, it's just it's good racing there. you
Oh,
know?
yeah. And then they added the Crown Vics to him now.
Yeah. Yeah, they got 6 divisions there.
Wow, yeah, that's crazy.
Damn.
Giving
That's
a
more than
Speedbowl.
Stafford.
Giving a Speedbowl a run for their money.
Right?
No, they got a little bit of a way to go on
Yeah,
that front.
all
Yeah,
right,
not
all
quite.
right, all right.
I have actually never stepped foot into CONT.
Are
Is
you
that right?
kidding me?
Wow.
Come on.
I've been to every other track. I don't know why. It's like there's been plenty of times I've wanted to go and
Yeah.
I have never made it.
I mean,
Wow.
the,
I
you
need
know,
to go. I want to go.
seriously. So listen, by the way, Fro and I are going up on the 27th.
What's
Yes,
that?
sir.
You have to
Saturday?
race. Yeah, you got to race that week.
Yeah.
Listen.
I don't want to hang out with you guys anyways.
All right, fine.
What? What?
Wayne, listen,
Go
you
on,
want to come
Diego,
up on
you
the
know that ain't
27th? You give us a call. We'll go up.
27th?
Yeah.
Get
75 laps for the pro stocks, and I think the 2 other divisions are 40 laps, I think, or
I'd love
something.
to see some racing up there.
The racing there is great,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really good.
God, I can only hope one of Sid's guys is in contention for the win again, because that was just priceless last
Another
time.
phone video? Yeah.
Yes, it's just amazing.
All right, what else you got?
Pure stocks. Ethan Souza got by Bryson Robideau after the halfway point and would take the win. In the Sport 4, Arthur Miak is 2 for 2 on the year, passing Samantha Sloboda on his way to victory.
You know, only 9 cars in the Sport 4. That's a little
Yeah.
disappointing.
Yeah.
In the Bandolero Bandits, defending champion Landon Solomito pulled away from the field to get the victory.
That's our guy right there.
Oh, yeah, man.
In the Bandolero Outlaws, after a great late race battle, Luca Dibb was able to clear Ryder Aguiar with a couple laps to go to win the feature. And they had a really good battle to the end. It was those 3, it was Luca Dibb, Ryder Aguiar, and Aaliyah DeSoma. They were all bunched together for the final restart, and they had an awesome battle.
They've always we used to go there with Brody.
Yeah.
They've always, the bandos were fun to watch because they're like bouncing all over the
Yeah,
track.
they are.
And but they were always exciting to watch. It's just the right size.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of wide
A lot of room.
Yeah.
Perfect for them.
And in the Crown Vics, as you mentioned, Mike Cavallero, yes, the Sport Truck multi-time champion, managed to hold off Crown Vic veteran Scott Sestodio to score the win.
Oh, you know that guy, Diego, do you not? You're supposed to switch to him, Diego. Yeah, no one wants to see me.
This is a
All
good
right.
song, isn't it?
All right, let's
Great
go.
song.
All right, on to Waterford on Saturday. In the SK Modifieds, in a phenomenal battle that went down to the final lap, Nick Hovey was able to beat Anthony Flannery at the checkered flag for his first SK Modified win.
I have a clip of them racing, so let's do that.
What a battle here, man. And I was spotting for Nick.
Oh, were you?
Oh,
Yes.
Were you sweating?
Sweating. I'm like, I mean, I don't like this. Anthony's one of my really good friends, you know?
Yeah, it's a lose-lose for you.
Yeah, man.
These two end up bowling it up.
And Nick's my buddy, and he's one of the greatest young talents. Look at this crossover Ant puts on him.
It's a great move.
Oh, he's more than your buddy.
Diego, we mentioned Hovey's car looks like Doug Kobe's 10 car
Yeah.
that he ran like 2020.
Yeah.
It's a sick look.
Now, you said the Speedbowl kind of sprays the
Look
groove
at this
there.
true groove racing. Hovey was on the bottom. Now he's hanging on the top.
Yeah, it's the best in a while.
Look at this.
Really good.
Oh, that's great racing, man.
Yeah, that's good to see. That's
the
old
race
school.
was a snooze fest. Look at this
Yeah,
crossover. Oh,
Come on.
go get him, Nicky.
Well, this went on for a good portion of the race.
It's. Look at this.
Flannery tried to cross him over, but got into Hovey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man. That's the speedball racing we want to see.
For sure.
And I got to say a couple quick things about this. Super proud. Christina, I said to Nick over the winter, Nick, what are you going to do? He's like, well, I don't really want to race SK Lights, but my parents kind of want me to run SK Lights. I'd rather run modified. So I'm like, but he was scared, not scared, but he didn't want to. I mean, he had nothing else to prove but to win a championship, right? Because he had won just about everything in SK Lights.
Pretty much.
Right? And so I talked him into going SKs and talking to his parents. And Christina was so pissed off at me. Why do you talk my son into this stuff? And all this other. So I was really pumped to be part of that whole thing on the mic. And I for the first win. But I also got to say, Flannery is just a class act to me and drove him with the utmost respect and easily could have drove into him and moved him and they decided to duke it out and it was a really fun race because it was a snooze fest early and it went to the most exciting race at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope that I hope people take notice. Good job by your brother. It looks like from the looks of that race, it looks like the treatments they're doing on the track are having an effect.
Definitely.
And I hope that modified drivers are seeing that because there was only 11 of them there, and that's a bummer.
Yeah.
But that's some really good racing. That's the kind of SK modified racing that I want to see at the Speedbowl.
Well, you know what's funny? I says to Nick under caution, and back when we were a little more competitive, when I was known for blocking, it was towards the end of a run, and you would get these races where I had to Rocco had to line up on the outside of me, Chadwick behind me, Ted Christopher over there with 12 to go. Right? You want to talk about, oh my God, here we go. This is about to get real interesting. Right? And as I said to Nick, Nick, this is bringing me back 10 years ago, man. I'm nervous. I didn't want to show how nervous I was for him. But man, I felt like I was reliving some time back then. So it was, anyways.
Yeah, I could remember very similarly my first Speedbowl win, I think, or one of the first ones with, Corey Hutchings and on my bumper,
right.
Alan Coates outside,
right.
You got Rondo back there.
You're
I'm just
oh
trying
my
to hang
God.
on. Just trying to hang on.
You're here we go.
That's right. Yeah.
Whoa,
yeah. You just have to hang on and do it. Yeah.
And in the SK Light Modifieds, Kevin Cormier and Brett Gagne jousted for the victory, with Cormier taking the checkered flag, his first SK Light win.
Yeah, 19 SK Lights.
I feel the strong.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's good to see.
I feel the strong. That was a good race.
Yep.
I was a little bummed the way it ended.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Yep. But anyways, a couple people got hurt in that race too.
Yeah,
man.
Callie Trapp broke her shoulder, so
That's so sad.
so sad.
And
Yeah.
Melania went in.
Her car was
Bro, I was
demolished.
watching and I was like, oh my God. And they had wrecked in the heat race.
Yeah.
And the Chassis Pro team had thrashed to get that car back together. And I think she was headed back to the top 5.
She was in the top 10, I guess, when the contact happened.
Oh, she went in she went in so hard. I was standing in turn 1 and 2. She went in coming off of 4. And I just went, oh my God, that was a shot.
There's some hard wrecks.
Right.
Oh, hard
You
shot.
were really moving at the Speedbowl.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
if people realize it
my
because
God.
it's not a big track per se, but
Yeah.
you're moving.
Yeah.
The
Speedbowl.
corner radius is so tight. If you get knocked slightly in the wrong direction, I mean, you're going straight in. I mean, when they pulled her car away, the front end was unrecognizable. I was like, that's not even constituting a car anymore.
The motor was moved over.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that's
what
crazy.
happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, she got bruised up, but she was, for the most part, fine. Want to send a shout out to Callie Trapp, and hopefully you can recover soon so you can get back behind the wheel.
Yeah, definitely.
She wrecked on the last lap, and that's where she got hurt. In the Evolve Pro Truck Challenge, I'm not sure if it's still called Evolve, so pardon me,
Yeah,
but the
I don't
Pro
know if it
Truck
is either, but
Challenge,
yeah, go ahead.
series regular Randy Burr gets his second victory in the first 3 races of the year.
God. He needs to start winning.
I know, he's tough.
What the hell, Randy?
You know, what's funny? I was watching, by that time I was home watching Race Monitor, and I'm like, my boy Jason was in the lead.
Yeah, he had a right rear go
and
down.
Then I just keep seeing, oh, is that what it was with him?
Yeah.
But I kept seeing Randy come up, and I'm like, Burr's going to be freaking hard to beat again. Damn it.
You know, I got to give a special shout out to Jason because the race was getting towards late. There was a lot of early cautions in that race.
Yeah.
And Jason, unfortunately, had a really fast truck, had a right rear going down, and instead of like most people do and spin out and make a problem, he was just kept plugging along, and by like the 5th lap around, you could see it was like on the rim, and he was just trying to finish every lap. He went from the leader to just about a lap down, plugging away.
He finished, it says 10th.
That's the worst.
Real quick, I have to say, and I forgot to mention this earlier, I talked about Dan Lajeunesse' wife, but Mark Lajeunesse was there. You know, we did the reel about Speedbowl legends.
Yeah.
And that was another one. And I got to talk with him for a good 5-10 minutes. Just one of the best guys you can
Mark?
meet. Yes.
He's awesome.
He's such a good guy.
I seen him in the trailer at Thompson, and I never fully spoke to Mark. And this is, for your younger kids aren't going to know this, but I grew up watching Mark Lajeunesse in the 33 here, unique car in the top groove at the Speedbowl. When I seen him up at Thompson, and I had the opportunity to walk into the trailer and just have a 3-minute conversation with him.
Yeah.
It made me feel good.
Right.
You know?
No, he's just a good guy.
Yeah.
They're saying in the chat that it's just the Pro Truck Challenge anymore. It's not Evolve anymore. Yep. All right, continue on.
In the street stocks, Greg Moran Jr. had Chad Baxter on his tail, but was able to hang on to get his first win of the season.
Oh, Diego, you know what? Could be time for another segment. You know what I mean? So our man Junior there, he won that street stock race. It comes 13 seasons after his last one, which is in 2012. Take a look at him right there in victory lane. Now, of course, he has not been racing in the division all that time. He took some years off. He's raising a family. He did some Super X car racing again. And, you know, we were talking about the amount of years that happened last week, right, with Kashiba and Bavalaco. So remember, the Speedbowl wasn't open in 2019, so it's a 13-season gap. But that is not the record for the longest span between street stock wins at the Speedbowl. That record belongs to, Diego?
Oh, my memory sucks, but we just did this.
Alan Coates. Alan Coates had 17 seasons between his win in 1996 and then again in 2013. Second in this category, Diego, is the Hammer. Sean Monahan had 15 seasons between his street stocks wins in 2003 and 2018. Greg Moran Jr. is now tied in third place with 13 wins with this guy, Corey Hutchins, who had 13 seasons between his wins in 1999 and 2012. That's your Did You Know segment for the week. Huge thanks to our friends at Broadbrook Heating and Cooling. What did you got? You had something to say?
Congratulations.
Yeah.
To Greg Moran.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
That's a big win.
And again, talking about legendary families, I mean, the Moran's been racing the Speedbowl for 50 years, going back to his grandfather.
I'm going to be honest. Scott Clark and them, they're all used to work on my cousin Sammy's Strictly stock back when they first started.
Yeah.
And they're all over there working with Moran. Moran's been pretty good.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was fast enough to win, and I was real happy.
Yep.
And he was fast. Like, obviously I was wrong because Baxter couldn't beat him, and Baxter is fast.
Yeah, for sure.
And they left Porter and
Stone. Yeah.
So that's no fluke.
Yeah, good job by
Andy
him, man.
passed Tech.
Oh, man.
So he wasn't cheating because that thing was fast.
Yeah. So fast, they thought he was cheating.
Yeah.
Good job, Greg.
All right, let's go to the mini stocks. For the first time in over a year, Charles Canfield returned to the winner's circle after a close finish with Andrew Krasminski.
We have that footage, so let's start watching that.
Last lap.
Look at this move on the last lap. I got Krasminski in the pick'ems. I'm like, oh, here, it's raining right now.
And he's fast.
It's raining.
Yeah, they did just get this show in, huh?
Like 2 laps ago, big drop started to fall. And they just let him go. Like, A caution comes out, the race is over.
Yeah, I mean, to what you guys are saying, we've all given the bull a lot of flack over the years, but you got to give them insane props for getting this show in. I mean,
did a great job.
They made audibles to cut second and third place interviews. They made audibles to move victory lane back to the front stretch.
Yes.
And like you just said, 2 laps to go, drops are coming down. Literally could not have been more on it. I mean, that was a great job by them to move that along. Fantastic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great. Sorry, I just want to reiterate. That's why I love the mini stocks. They're just so good down there.
And good for Canfield.
Yeah, he
had
needed that.
such a rough season last year.
Strange
going
to say a
winless.
4-time champion has not won in that division in over a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was due.
In the legend cars, Zach Martinez remains dominant, taking down another victory on Saturday. Sucks for Diego because it was not Thursday.
Only if you didn't say Thursday in the pick'ems.
Did I say Thursday?
Oh, you did. And
Are
you
you
wrote
sure?
it down officially, too.
I did?
Oh, yeah. Double check that shit.
Yeah. Good job.
Zach's on a tear, man.
He's
He
good,
is
though.
the guy to beat.
Yeah, but he's really good in
Oh, yeah.
everything. Like
Yeah.
he gets in that sprint car or that
Nima Light.
the
Nima
Nima
Light. Yep.
He wins in that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, 19 legend cars. That's pretty
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yep.
KJ Rocco's been running up there, too. He's just gotten caught up in some spins
Listen,
that sets him back.
He's so fun to watch.
Yeah.
Right? And he's like this little guy, and he gets out. And you know what's great? I was walking up because I was at Hovey's trailer last week a lot because there was no late models or anything.
Yeah.
And you know how cool it is to see Keith is there in his fire suit, headset, by himself, hanging on the end of the post, the railing there.
Yeah.
Just intensely
Watching him.
And it's like a picture moment, you know, like this guy here has dominated this place for so many years.
Yep.
And here he is just glued on his son.
Yep.
You know, and KJ has improved. I mean,
Oh, big time.
he
Yeah.
just keeps improving. Then he gets out. He's like this real little kid. It's real funny.
How old is he?
Oh, gee.
I don't know.
know.
Is he 10 yet? I don't even think
Yeah,
he
he's
Okay.
he,
All right.
Well,
yeah,
he's got to be. How old do you have to be to
I'm
race a
not
legend
sure,
car?
but
12?
I don't think he's 12, but maybe he seems small.
Let's not get him in trouble.
Yeah. But he
See
must
the birth certificate.
No, he is good friends with Moeller. So
Yeah, okay.
Oh, my God.
He'll be fine then. He'll be fine.
No, he's been doing a good job.
yeah, yes.
In the Crown Vics, Jake Caprio remains perfect after another decisive win, giving him 3 victories in 3 starts.
All right. Good job by him.
Listen,
I can say that.
That's one of the first times I've watched the Crown Vics this year.
Yeah.
It was a good race.
Yeah.
I like him, and then I was so excited for him after that I walked. This is what the great part about the Speedbowl is. It's like family, you know. So Mike, I know, and his dad forever. I go in there. I just go in there cooler like I own the place. I grab a drink. He's like, yo. I'm like, what's up? He's like, you want a piece of chicken? I'm like, who made it? He says, I did. So I went in to help myself, got a plate. Me and JJ had a drumstick. They were delicious. That's what I love about the Speedbowl. Let me tell you that part. But
Yeah, that's the vibe that you don't find at many other tracks.
yeah, but congratulations to the Caprio family, man. They are just tearing up those Crown Vics.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And they told me, we're going to go down to Hickory and try this.
Oh.
So
boy.
that's going to be in
He
there.
told me that
Empire.
too when I saw him.
I
Yep.
mean, that is cool because if you ever watch the Crown Vics at Hickory, get a chance, them boys are getting it on.
Yeah.
Right?
Continuing the Dale Hedquist Motorsports Weekly Update, we go to CONT on Saturday, starting with the American Canadian Tour, where Caden Fisher got by Jacob Rowdy Burns during the 126-lap race en route to his second career ACT win.
Listen, another doozy of a race there, huh? 26 cars.
Yeah.
And, I mean, Burns looking good.
Yeah.
Burns led him most the whole race, right?
Yeah.
He led a lot of that race.
I mean, and Gluchocky's crew chief in that. I mean, Gluchocky decided to step back.
Yeah.
And he's still getting interviews because of his decision to step back. And I can't think of a better person to team up with right now, you know, than Rowdy Burns is one of the young hot shoes. So it's a great fit for those guys. And Rowdy had said, I just lost a little bit of drive. If I had a little more drive, but Caden Fisher is nasty.
Yeah, he's really coming to his own.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. So, yeah, great race for those guys.
In the Pro Stocks, Dave Darling claimed his 99th career victory at CONT, winning the 60-lap opening round of the Triple Crown.
You know, I saw that they. I got a press release that came through. He got a new sponsor, right?
Yes.
And the first thing he does goes to victory lane.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I remember thinking that with Rocco at the bowl, right? Remember when he teamed up with Mr. Reuter?
Oh yeah.
And remember there was I remember there was some kind of rumblings like, you know, well, why does Rocco? Why does he get the new sponsor? You know, he's
Right.
And it's like, yeah, that's what the sponsors want. They want to
Right.
go to victory lane.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Win.
Exactly.
Yeah,
They
right.
want to hear their name called.
Yeah, they don't help anybody that's struggling. Right. Like, damn, I could really use that tire
Yeah.
money.
Chicken and
So,
the egg.
Yeah,
exactly right. Yeah.
Right.
So good job by him. 1 away from 100, man. That's
Yeah.
exclusive company at any racetrack, man. So good for him.
In the sportsman, Nick Wood went virtually unchallenged once he took the lead, earning his first win of the year.
Beautiful.
I have some phenomenal 3-wide racing for the sportmen, so let's watch that.
All right, then.
Take a wild guess who's involved in the 3-wide racing.
Pepe!
2 and 3 wide.
He's not just involved; he's making it exist.
Continuing to run the inside of the 38.
Bro, when
As
we
they
go
get
up there,
through
we'll have to tell
3 and
Pepe, listen,
4,
it's mandatory
the
that we
38
see you in the
Keith
third groove.
Oh, absolutely. It's surreal. I mean, it looks funky here when you're looking top down. It's even
Pepe has
crazier.
already found the third groove.
There we go. They're
More than
talking about
3
it.
wide in that battle for the 7th position. Settling it nicely.
Look at
on
Adam
the
Petty, the
outside.
purple and
I
yellow.
know.
Is he going to go
And the
4?
5 of Moretti, with Petty taking the
Nope.
lead down low, wanted to push it
This
four
just
wide,
looks
but didn't
fake.
have the real estate.
Well, Petty's a champion, 2-time champion. He knows better than that. Well, maybe not.
Yeah.
You're not
Great
sure if
call.
Petty's going to push the issue or not, but there's only 2 guys I've seen try that outside groove, Pepe and Rowdy Burns.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they both can use it very effectively.
True
It's just,
story.
when is Pepe going to take that outside lane to victory lane? He almost won the night me, Bob, and Sid were watching.
Yeah. Yep.
But haven't seen him done it yet. Let's go to Sport Trucks. In their first race of the Triple Crown, Ethan Heilborn stayed up front from the start to finish to win the 30-lap feature.
Screwed more than half the podcast crew in the pick'ems with that, huh?
What the hell
Yeah.
happened there?
I
Jake
mean,
Pineda finishing second.
Oh,
Jake
yeah.
had a good run.
Oh, yeah. Great run.
Just didn't quite have enough.
Didn't quite get it for us.
We go to Oxford Plains Speedway on Saturday, where NASCAR Wheel and Modified Tour action returned to the 3rd Mile Oval. And John McKennedy, who was the overwhelming favorite after practice, dominated the 150-lapper to score his 2nd Modified Tour victory in the last 3 races. And I was there.
Yeah.
It-
First time at Oxford Plains, right?
Since the 1990s.
Wow.
Yeah, it'd been over 30
No,
years.
no. You.
Oh, me. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. First time
It's
for me.
Bonsa's
Yeah, yeah.
first time
How'd
since
you
the
like the track?
90s.
How'd you like the track?
It is such an odd duck.
Yeah, it
It's
looks
an
like it.
oval.
You ever been
The
there?
straightaways are cambered the other way,
Yeah.
so it's like you're falling off the track.
What?
It's a unique
Yeah.
racetrack.
But
It's
they have
old.
negative?
No, I
It's like
remember Ray
negative.
Christian
It's-
say that when he was in the Oxford 250, and he
Yeah.
said that threw him off. It was like negative camber. He was like,
Yeah.
what the hell?
That
It's
is
a-
so strange.
It looks flat, and it relatively is, but I mean, you get in the infield, you're like, okay, there's a little bit of banking on there, but McKennedy was
No,
untouchable.
those guys got it figured out.
Well, especially there because a lot of drivers in that race had never touched
Yeah.
the place.
Yeah, he's on a roll, too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is. But you just watch visually,
Yeah.
it's not even close at that track. McKennedy's able to get through the corners like nobody else. He was 0.2 faster in practice.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. I seen, it's not even funny, but, man, Matt Hirschman is struggling.
I know.
Yeah.
He was
mean,
going laps down.
I can't believe it.
I can't either.
I understand, but I don't understand. Like, how somebody of our era that could be so nasty.
So dominant.
So
And
dominant.
There at the end of every single race. Normally, right?
And then when we go to the Wheel-In Tour this year, they've struggled to get any traction
Yeah.
anywhere. And I seen, like, did he go laps down?
Hirschman fell 1 lap down. I think he almost fell 2.
Yeah, racing.
Yeah. Stephen Kopsik, who was the point leader, fell a lap down.
Yes.
And Austin Beers, his top 10 streak got snapped.
How many cars showed up for the
18.
race?
18.
Yeah. All right, we'll get into more of the
Yep.
tour situation here
Yeah,
in a little
definitely.
bit. We got more to talk about there.
Well, we got the points update.
Oh, yeah, I can throw that at you. Sure, it sounds like a plan. Let's check it out here. So let's go to Stafford. Thanks to our friends over there at Myers, Crazy Hollow Creamery. Tyler Chapman with the point lead still. Pulio's now in second, 8 back. Todd Owen, Rocco, Glenn Reen in the top 5.
Mm-hmm.
SK Lights, Matthews got a 50-point lead in the SK Lights. Anglace, Bennett, McCarthy, and then Tyler Berry and Amanda West tied for 5th. Waterman, as dominant as he's been in victory lane, 20-point lead over Jason Raymond, 30 over Brandon Warren, then as well as Brent Gleason, Bill Cody. And then you got Buffoni and Meyer, who each have a win, correct?
Correct.
Mm-hmm. So they're tied atop the board there. Adam Gray, Kevin Gambacorder, and then Wayne Coury tied with Delicious over there at the 5th place, 246.
Trying to make a comeback.
Only 14 points. That's pretty tight there. Only 14
Very
points with the
tight,
top 5. Jeremy Lavoie remains the point leader over
That's
Lafayette.
unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lavoie lives up there.
Quietly, just chilling there.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah.
He's
Lafayette
up there every week.
Lafayette didn't finish. He punctured the radiator on his car
That's right.
Yeah.
That was pretty early, right?
halfway.
Yep.
All right, Speedbowl, thanks to Busy Bee Learning Center, show us that Flannery has the 7-point lead in the SK Mods. Then you got Timmy Hubby's sitting in 4th now, the Godfather in 5th. Robert Bloxham's got the lead over Kevin Davis, Evan Burgoyce, Kevin Cormier, and Brett Gagne in the SK Lights. The late models were off, no change there. The trucks were off, no change there. Let's head over to the Street Stocks. Chad Baxter with a 1-point lead over Stone Cold Al Stone. Moran moving up into 3rd spot. Freeman's got the Legend Car lead, 3 over Wayne Emke. Parker. That's pretty tight there with the Legend
it
Cars.
is. Look at that.
And then Mini Stocks, Chris Minsky is as well as he's been doing, 4 points over Misik with Babalako, Olden, and Erica Canfield still in the top 5. Jake Caprio solid in the Crown Vics. And then, of course, the Speedbowl with so many divisions, they got 3 slides we got to show you. Magliano's got the 2-point lead now in the Super X. Adam Forster's got the he's got a 13-point lead there in the Legend Cars. Corey Caddick's got the 4-point lead over Herman in the X Cars, and Landon Heim with a 13-point lead over Ryder Aguilar in the Bandoleros. What else do we got? Well, Mystic Realtors, Real Estate's going to talk about the CONT. We finally get to update some of these divisions, huh? The Pro Stocks, they feel like they haven't raced in a while.
Yeah.
Dave Darling's got the lead there,
No
9 points over
surprise.
Lascola. Ryan Flood with the 5-point lead. Now, the late models were off because the act race was there. Got to catch myself. Or I'm gonna hear something from the news anchor. Randy Moretti's got a 19-point lead in the Sportsman over Doug Benoit. And then your boy over there, let me cue. We already heard that song once. We don't need it twice.
I'm not mad if you play it.
Nobody wants to see you dance twice. You know what I'm saying?
Let me do a different move.
No, just forget it.
I was about to break it down. Take the shirt
no,
off.
the slide's up. Nobody can see what you're doing
I was
anyways.
completely lost the time.
All right,
right
but he's got a 2-point lead over last week's guest, Jake Beneda. And then we got the Fast Fridays is in the house. So Ethan Souza's got the 2-point lead in the Pure Stocks. Arthur Miak's a 6-point lead in the Sport 4s. Caballero's got the 10-point lead in the Crown Vics. Brody Wakefield's with a 2-point lead over Richie Helger Jr. in the Legend Cars. Luca Dibbs leading the Outlaws. Jace Chaber is leading the Bandolero Bandits. Wow. That's a lot of words there. All right, Touring Series, couple updates. The NASCAR Wheel and Modified Tour. Kopsick now with a 8-point lead over Beers and a, 9-point lead over McKennedy.
Yep.
Emmerling and Goodell there. Obviously, I think Bonsignor was in the top 5 at that point, wasn't he last week?
He was, yeah.
So Supermods, unfortunately, they did not have their points updated before we went to live, or at least before we finished up our artwork. Same with the Pro Truck Challenge. We couldn't get their points updated. But big thanks to JDL Motorsports for their help with the Touring Series points. Back to you there, BT.
On to Brooklyn, Michigan, the Michigan International Speedway, where on Friday, in the ARCA Menard Series, Gio Ruggiero took the lead just shy of halfway before a caution came out. And then during the caution, rain came into play. The race would subsequently be called, and Ruggiero was declared the winner for his 3rd victory of the season.
Oh, hey, listen, you take him when you can
Bro,
get him.
he keeps winning, though.
Yeah.
Just goes to show his talent.
Mm-hmm. And then in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race, Gio Ruggiero finished 12th, but he did move back up to 4th in the standings. He's 114 points behind the leader, Lane Riggs, while Corey Heim got the win, holding off Caden Honeycutt.
Bro, Corey Hibe's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
He had to
Like-
fight hard though to win that
but
race.
you know what happens? Like good drivers like him,
Yeah.
they just win. It doesn't matter. You know, like even when he's off, he finds a way.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
there's an art to drafting.
Mm-hmm.
When I talk to my buddies, they're like, he just really understands air movement
Yes.
and the way things go. That's why he's so good.
Well, that track for the trucks. I don't think they've run there in a while. I mean, they took a few years off from the schedule, so you can't even chalk it up to just them having a great book over there. Like it's in a really awkward spot, like intermediate super speedway.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter when he's in the truck. It really does not.
Yeah.
Hey, he's going to be racing Cup full time next year, so
Yep.
I'm excited to see that. Speaking of Cup, on Sunday, Ryan Preece crashed out of the 200-lap event, finishing 28th, dropping him to 19th in the standings, 19 points below the cut line, which Austin Cindric holds with 11 races left in the regular season. Denny Hamlin won the race, tying Kyle Busch for 9th on the Cup Series all-time wins list with 63 victories.
Well, with Ryan struggling, you know, my interest is waning.
I didn't even watch. And then when I seen the group chat, Fro popped something off.
You don't even
And then
have
you
like
were
so.
like, yeah, it's
It's
over.
over. I'm so
I'm
depressed.
like, I'm not even.
I was depressed.
I just started drinking Mick Ultras.
Whoa,
Yeah.
you don't even
I
have
saw
like
the
a
clip.
morbid
That's just brutal.
curiosity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing you could do.
He just got
Come
caught
on,
up in somebody else's mess again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's too bad.
Yeah.
I do have, I don't know if anyone heard of the horrible wreck between Christopher Bell. So here's that.
I haven't even seen it.
It was terrible. Oh, it's,
So
This is
bad.
Oh,
Bell's
like, this is the
car.
worst
this
angle.
is hard to watch.
The whole dashboard pops out.
Yeah, so
Damn.
I guess he fractured his wrist as a result of that accident.
did?
But
Yeah,
yeah,
it was just
yeah,
released.
he hit the wall at probably
You gotta have another
175.
Other angle. You've got to.
Yeah, there's outside views,
Well,
but
Man.
It also just came out. I guess Mike Ford just said this not too long ago. They said it was the hardest hit in the next gen, which, there's been some good ones so far, and the hardest since 2015 in terms of change in velocity for Cup.
yeah, that's one of the most brutal hits I've seen in a long, like before
time.
next gen in
Right.
Cup. That was a bad hit.
Real
Yeah.
scary.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost feels destined to happen. They run so much downforce with the current package that, your corner speed's higher than it ever was, even when they were ripping, 220 down the straight.
I've been doing that on my late
185 in the
model.
corne. You've been going
Yeah.
220?
You put all this downforce and stuff on it.
All right, Diego, don't say that stuff out loud. Jesus.
It's unbelievable.
God.
It's just it's amazing how you can take a hit like that and walk away.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, we know how safe these cars are, but when you see something like that, where the integrity of the car's safety is tested, and to see it pass, I think it's fair to say, pass with flying colors, and to see Bell climb
Absolutely.
out, it's wild to think when you look back, if it happened 30 years ago, it'd
Right.
probably be a different outcome.
Right. It doesn't get much worse than that. And I still see people. I know the first year of the next gen was questionable with the safety. Like, there's definitely a little bit of work to be done there. But people keep saying, oh, this car is so dangerous. Is it really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like guys weren't getting injured in the Gen 6.
I got to say one last thing about it. Do you ever see all the drivers get out? They all have mouth guards now.
Yeah, that's data.
That's data?
I think the mouth guards are
Oh,
like
is it really?
data.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought it was so they don't
Oh.
bite their tongue or
No.
because when you hit like that, I could assume that it always seems like I see every driver pulling a mouth guard out,
It probably
Yeah.
helps.
and I could say, man, if you hit the wall that hard, you could probably bite your tongue,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
break
yeah.
a tooth.
But I
So, you know what I mean? Yeah, banging your teeth together. I'm like, damn.
But I think, correct me anybody in chat if I'm wrong, but I think some of the mouthpieces contain data that they can look back on, especially in crashes. So it's interesting.
Did not know that.
Yeah. It's,
All right. In some sad news, NASCAR Hall of Famer Ned Jarrett passed away last Thursday at the age of 93. And what a life he lived.
Yeah,
A
former
full
champion.
life.
Yeah.
Led a good life, though.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
94 is a
Right.
good run, man.
Yeah, he had
Yeah.
a good run, man.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Two-time champion, fantastic broadcaster.
He was on
Yeah.
ESPN a lot, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I
Back in
used
the
to
day.
love watching
Yeah.
him on ESPN.
Yeah.
Ned
100%.
Jarrett,
One
Bob
of the best.
Jenkins,
Benny.
Benny
Yeah.
Parsons.
Yep.
Yeah, that was the crew.
Classic crew. Yep.
Whoops. Ken Massa Motorsports announced last week on Facebook that their team, of which Justin Bonsignor drives for, will be stepping away from the NASCAR Wheel and Modified Tour, quote, for the foreseeable future, citing feelings that were, again quoting, there are multiple challenges involved that are outside of our own control that may possibly prevent us from competing at the level we wish.
Oh, well, you know what I say? Screw you guys. I'm going home.
I mean, you know what they're talking about. I mean, this is not like it's not a secret anymore. It's very open.
No, but listen, it's listen, Justin is like the face of the tour,
100%.
and it's the classy way to make your statement without stirring any more pot. And like you said, we all know what the reason is.
Other people will make it non-classily.
Yeah.
Right.
But that stinks. I mean,
it does.
The tour's got a major issue here, and we're gonna get into more depth with it here with one of Bobby's topics here. But there's problems.
And lastly, Craig Lutz also announced on Facebook that a decision was made where he and Russell Goodale, the owner of the Goody Racing 46 team, would part ways. Lutz and Goodale together scored 5 victories in the NASCAR Modified Tour, including wins at North Wilkesboro Speedway and Richmond Raceway last year.
I know, strange, right? Those are 2 monster wins.
Yeah.
And no details, but these guys have kind of gone back and forth. This was what his second stint with the Goodales?
It is. It's just a shame because, I mean, they've had success together. They were going to be full-time, and this is not a racing-related thing. It just doesn't seem like it's related to what's going on the tour in terms of all the discussion. I think it's separate.
I don't know about again, this is pure speculation because I haven't talked to Craig in a long time, and I don't really know the Goodales, but it could be that one of them thinks there's an issue with the tires, and one of them wants to keep racing, and that could be the impasse. Yeah,
Maybe they're just not having fun.
Yeah, true. That's also true. Yeah.
Well, that has been the Dale Hedquist Motorsports Weekly Update.
All right, dear Reminator, get yourself ready now. She has been a little upset with me because I haven't been holding my own here on the intros. I'm going to try my best.
You haven't.
No, it's not just Remy, Sid.
Wow. Well, you know what?
Oh, well, you know what I say?
It's time for the Waddell Communications Nostalgia Nugget of the week.
Yeah! Way to turn it around, Sidney.
Rams, get some
Way
of that.
to go.
That's funny.
Stick that in your pipe and smoke it there, Bobby. All right, everybody, listen. We are going to celebrate the 31st anniversary of when this track opened in Westfield. Well, I did it again. That's unbelievable. No, I'm gonna play it. I got it back on.
Oh,
All right?
what happened?
So Whip
Keep it
City
going.
Speedway, that opened 31 years ago this week, dirt track built on the property of the Westfield Barnes Airport in Westfield, Mass. Originally built and owned by former racers Bill Gurton and Frank Ferrara, with Dave Paghetti later joining the ownership group. The track was an instant success, holding go-kart tracks in the infield and sprint car tracks on the main track in the afternoon. Per the agreement with the town of Westfield and the airport, they were only allowed to operate the track from 12 noon to 12 p.m. on Saturdays. Unfortunately, the track did not last too long. Bill Gurton passed away, and by 2010, Ferrara and Paghetti were looking to sell the track. However, the town of Westfield claimed the permit to operate the track was not transferable, which made it impossible for them to sell. They ended up holding an auction to sell what they could. Howie Commander of Lebanon Speedway bought the lighting, the water truck, and the entire go-kart operation. The town claimed the airport was going to build a repair facility for the aircraft, but that never came to fruition. And now, some 16 years later, that portion of the airport property remains unused. Really kind of a bummer. We did a documentary. I was going to show a clip, but we're running low on time. Please go on our channel and watch it. It was the second episode of our Inside the Vault series. Here's a picture of the Whip City from the street sign. And, we've talked about family vibes. We talked about earlier, before we went live with Wayne, about Riverside Park days. We've made a couple mentions here about the Speedbowl. Whip City was the same way, from all I can gather. That is a picture of all the competitors lined up in one of the later years. And this is a pretty poignant picture right here. This is after Bill Gurton, who I said was one of the original owners, had passed away. And then Frank Ferrara, that is his company, Springworks. That's his banner up above. And then that's Dave Paghetti, who is the third owner, who is looking at the Bill Gurton billboard. I got to that was a lot of fun making that documentary. I did that largely with Sean Foster and Nicola Rose, and been able to meet the Paghetti family and stay friends with them. I talked to the son, Dave's son, Steve. Talked to him quite a bit, and he's been at Stafford over the years. As a matter of fact, when Tisha and I went down to New Smyrna a couple of years ago, we went and had lunch with Dave and Lois Spaghetti, who have a timeshare down there.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of fun part of doing these projects is that you get to meet new people and build friendships. And of course, our man Glenn Pressel raced at Whip City and a former champion. And so Glenn was not part of the Speedbowl documentary, and it was cool to have him come down here and do an interview with us. So check it out. That one's about 90 minutes long. Like I said, we were going to play a clip, but we got so much more to go over. Let's get down to that stat check because we got some juicy ones to talk about today. Here we go.
I feel like it's rare. I mean, get down to Waterford. Magically, there's Waterford-related stat chats. What do you know?
Oh,
it's very
look at
crazy. Start off. Who's your retiree stat chat? I was down there filming the old SK Light race. And it was pretty good. I got to say, I was very impressed. Good car count there. Right? But something happened coming to what I thought was going to be the end of that race that it's making me wonder. When is it too late to throw a caution on the last lap?
Oh, well, let's take a look-see, shall we, Reminator?
Yep.
The last lap.
So this is the white flag right here, huh? Okay.
I mean, this is about to be a barn burner.
Yep. It's coming around 3-4 to the checkers, and caution is out.
Where's
the ref?
There.
Right there.
In turn 1. I don't know. Like, I feel like it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't type of deal. But I don't necessarily blame them for throwing the yellow because the track is so small. It doesn't take much time for you to get to turn 1. Especially if you're coming to the checkers, you're coming in full bore. And you kind of saw, I think that was Callie, like down on the apron, like on the white line, but maybe she was in the middle of the track when they threw the caution out. And then when they threw the caution, she got it fired up. I don't know, but I didn't see anything really condemnable
Maybe they
there.
thought she was going to come up a little bit.
I don't know. I don't blame them for throwing the caution
Maybe
in that
Sean will
situation.
chime in here. He's in the chat.
Yeah, to your point, it does look like she's slowly rolling down the track. Maybe she was a little higher in the corner, but
I couldn't myself
it's
personally.
just such a.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it's a blue ball.
I was like, what the? I mean, we're coming to a fantastic
Good
They're
finish.
coming to the checker.
Side by side.
That feels like a checkered flag right there.
Yeah.
Right. Or a yellow checker.
Yes.
Right.
Yellow
That's what
checker.
I was going to say.
Yellow
checker.
checker it
That's
up.
the
I
answer.
mean, and unfortunately for a guy like Brett Gagne, right? We all know he came out of the gate like a man on a mission,
Yeah.
and he got a spanking for acting like that.
Yeah.
And he's really scaled it back. And it just happened to be that lap before the 44 got him by minimal. They go yellow. The 44 has the lead. He went from going to win the race. You know, I mean, I guess that's just racing, but I just felt awful for him.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, damn. And I thought at that time there should have been a yellow checker because they were full steam off the corner, full throttle.
Yeah.
Whether they threw the yellow there across the line, it didn't matter.
Well, I don't know because you can see them lifting coming off of 4. You could see them slowing down coming off of 4.
They're out of the gas down the straightaway.
Yeah.
I guess the question is how often is the yellow checker thrown like that? Like, I mean,
I don't know if
wouldn't
I've
know.
ever seen it.
I wouldn't know
I've
what to
seen
personally
it.
do.
I remember when my cousin Richie was racing the mini stocks, and we were like all amped up. Figured he won. He was. I don't want to say he was checked out. It wasn't like that. It wasn't a side-by-side battle, but he had a lead coming out of 4 where he was going to win the race, and we were walking down, and they threw the yellow, and we were like, "Oh, go back to your seat." Like,
Yeah.
So,
We're talking about yellow checker like at the
Right.
same time.
oh, is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
that you've
yeah.
never seen? Oh, I've seen yellow checkers.
Well,
yeah.
I mean,
know if I
yellow
have.
checker
No,
implies that you're
I don't-
coming across the stripe like in a frozen order to the caution. Like
Maybe-
the yellow checker.
Yeah, maybe I've seen him in heat races. Maybe not a feature race.
I mean, regardless, if you
What do
throw
you
the yellow,
think?
You're thinking, finish the race, but be careful after
Be
you cross the
cautious.
line.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Well,
you know, like,
Which
Yeah.
feels
Or
like
throw
a
the
good answer, but I don't know
checker,
if it's.
But is
as,
that
as the flag man
Right,
or the person that's calling that's a hard decision to make at the time. That's a very quick decision
like
you got to make. Right?
is that clear
Yeah.
enough to the drivers that that's what that means? Because
No,
like when I hear yellow
probably not.
checker, traditionally it means they're coming across under caution to the checker. It doesn't mean race back to the stripe and then immediate caution. mean, if the yellow and checker are already waving, the caution's already out.
Yeah, if there's the battle, if the guys battling for 6
You're
are
thinking the position
going
they're
into
frozen.
turn 3.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't flip the light on.
Yeah.
You can't flip the yellow light on.
because then the caution's out.
The caution's out. But if you check, I mean, I don't know. It's such a decision that it's an impulse decision that could be right or wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
Right at that point in time, it's super impulsive because you have to do something right now.
Usually, if they throw the yellow, it's after the leader crosses the line to take the checkers.
Right.
That's usually what happens. The leader takes the checkers, throw the yellow. But in that case, there wouldn't be a point in throwing the yellow because they're already going full speed into turn 1 because the straightaways are so short.
Right.
I don't blame. I don't know if it was Sean race directing or somebody else. I don't blame them for throwing the yellow. I hate it, but you got to be careful in those situations.
I would have been pissed
because
if I was the 87.
You want to see. You want to see that.
I get it.
You want to see that finish, and you know that those guys have the wherewithal to avoid that.
Oh yeah.
One, right.
Right, because they just cross line and they're lifting.
Right.
They're not going into turn 1 full steam.
No.
And we all know, but you don't want to say.
Yeah, but
like,
if something
happens,
it's a problem.
you don't want to say,
Right.
"Oh, we know they
I
do,"
get it.
and then have them pile it. And
But they're side by side too. So what if they're side by side? They're both lifting going into one. There's a car in the middle of the track. Waterford's not that wide. You
No.
know?
It's
Yeah.
not. I couldn't tell how it didn't seem like they were that far up the track.
Yeah.
So I get it why they threw the yellow.
it's just so painful. Hey, maybe that's something you could invent a new flag.
Hey, I'm just
orange.
happy there's good racing there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
You know
had
what I
a
mean?
really
There's
they had
just
a really good battle.
racing
Right.
going
Really
on
good.
there.
The fact that there was an open wheel race there that we are upset that was ruined is a testament to the improved conditions. It's racy this year for the open wheel cars. It is.
It's almost old schoolish where
Has it
they're
been that
racing.
bad?
Well, it's been like Thompson.
It's been bad.
A mini Thompson, like forcing them off the top groove. And you've seen the SK race, 2 grooves. You've seen that race, that SK Light. They're 2 groove racing there. You know, so it's the old Speedbowl was that way.
Yeah,
So-
you
that's
remember.
what I remember.
Keeter, former flagman there at the bowl, says race direct on the radio. We're finishing this race to the spotters, and the starter stand is throwing the checkers and hitting the lights as soon as the leaders cross.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that's what
There
I
you
was
go.
saying. Yeah.
That's the winning play. I mean, because
Right.
they're getting off maybe a half a second before they get to the stripe anyway. I mean,
Right.
No, they're going full bore. Oh, you're talking about like this past weekend?
like whether you throw the caution and they're 100 yards from the checkers versus at the checkers, like
Here's the thing. The next drivers' meeting, it should be brought up.
exactly
This is how
Clear
we're
it
going
up.
to do this from now on.
right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right,
All
and Keeter, that's a great idea from Keeter. But again, if you clear it up, everyone's on the same page. It's all good.
All right, before you get to your next topic, just real quick back to the Oxford, because Ray Christian's in the chat.
Oh,
He says, you want to know what Oxford's like? Go to Walmart and drive around a light pole. That's fun.
wow.
All right,
That's
go
good.
ahead, Fro.
All right.
By the way, I love that Keeter still listens here. And,
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
too,
He's
right?
Weekly.
Rich. Hi,
The
Rich.
best.
Yeah, he's in the chat every week. Yep.
So this next one, going to CONT here, and I mean, this kind of came to mind because of CONT, not necessarily CONT, exclusive, but they've been pretty hammered by the rain this year.
Mm-hmm.
So I ask you, all of you, to make up for the rained out events, for tracks you really need it, i.e. CONT in this case, would drivers be more willing to run double features or double length features for double points in a single night?
All right, let's kick it over to our man Wayne Coury as a racer. In our room.
I like the double length feature.
Yeah.
We don't get enough of them, so
Yeah.
I would take one of those any chance I got.
What do you guys have, a 50 lapper?
Yeah, it used
Yeah.
to be 100 though.
Oh, really?
There were a handful of years when it was 100.
Mhm.
Oof.
Probably,
It's probably too. It's too
probably a
much in
car
our
count.
current state.
Right.
Too
Yeah.
much in our current state.
Right.
Yeah.
But
You won a 50 lapper once.
once.
Yeah.
But I felt like we always had a good car in those longer races. that
Yeah.
went
Yeah.
on, so
Diego, what about you?
I mean, if you're doing double points, we're doing double races.
What do you mean double races?
Well, if you
Double the length or 2 races?
2 races.
You
That's
prefer 2 races to 1 double length.
If you're going to
So 2 opportunities to win.
Yes.
Okay.
Versus double points, because if I get a flat tire, I'm out.
Yeah.
I lost double points, or I'm screwed. My season's screwed.
At the same time, you
Yes.
wreck in that first race and
Yeah,
you can't make it to the second one. You're really
Yeah.
screwed at that point.
Well, I
I
mean,
take my chances, though.
You want to hear? I
they
don't
used to
know.
do those at Riverside pretty regularly, at least once or twice a year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
double points, 2 races.
Speedbowl, 1979. Charles Beal's uncle, Ed Yarrington Jr., won a quadruple point 100-lapper street stock race.
Good grief.
And basically rode it to the championship. He won the
Right.
championship that year.
Right.
Because it was an insurmountable
What
lead.
I'm saying.
Yeah. Crazy,
Like,
huh?
you can't
Quadruple
have one race.
point.
I mean, can you imagine one race? That would happen today in the late models because there's not enough cars. The one race, if
Yeah.
you had double points,
Oh, that's a good point.
because
Yeah.
I would just say this. I was looking at the points because I just either want to win a race or a championship, and I'm looking at the points. I finished second, third. I'm already one race out. If Jay Palmer finishes 10th and I win, I still don't get the point lead. And I haven't finished worse than third.
Yeah.
So can we make a wager? Who is going to finish out of the top 3 first? Our man Jimmy James over here or Chris Matthews in the SK Lights at 7?
Flash Matthews finished in the top 3 every week.
time. Did he get the top 3 or was he fourth?
He finished third on Friday.
Oh,
after
because
the
of the
DQ and the
DQ.
penalty.
Because of the DQ.
Son of a bitch,
The streak
Chris.
is alive.
All right. I'll have to do maybe one of those Tyler Chapman things we had going on.
Ding dings.
Now, do you lose more points with the double point feature though, versus like if you wreck in the first one and then not start?
Well,
I mean-
hold on. You say that's two different things, though. You said double point feature.
A double. So let's look at it this way: a double point, double length feature, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so first the winner gets. Just use the Stafford points to keep it simple. You get 50 points, and if you finish 15th, you get what? 25 points,
Something like
20
that.
points,
22, I think, but yeah, whatever it is.
I mean, so you either if you wreck out and you get 22 versus, you wreck out of the first one and get 22 and then you get 0 in the second one versus 22 times 2.
No, I think that's what Diego's point was, right?
Well, so
if you have
Speedbowl
two
is-
races, you have.
If you had 50 to win and a
No, but you'd argue for
bonus,
2 features, right?
Well, yeah, but if you had double points, that'd be 106 for the winner. And if I finish 10th, that may be worth 80, right? So 30.
Right.
So I'd only get 60. He'd get 106. I lost 42 points in one race.
I don't know. There's too much math.
Yeah, I was gonna say this might not be.
Diversification.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's you almost can't come back from that.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
We might not want to do mental math here.
Yeah.
on the podcast.
They
It's
have
bad.
their pros and cons.
I think
Yeah.
that's our cue to move on. Don't
Yeah,
you
let's
think,
go.
there, Bobby?
Come on.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably a wrap.
All right, let's go. All right, love to have another edition of our Hair by Emma Monahan Fast Five. Now, Wayne, we try to get this done in a minute, but the rules are not, very important here. It's all to have fun. That's why we have Diego started off. Here we go.
Wayne, do you brush before or after breakfast?
Before, every time.
You're stranded in the Amazon forest for a week. Which active local racer would you pair up to survive with?
Oof. I had some time to think about this one.
And he's still stumped.
Let's go with Paul Verrecchio. He seems pretty resourceful.
That's a good one.
What do you think your name would have been if you weren't a junior?
Got to be Louis.
Louis?
For my grandfather.
What is the origin as to why you have run the number 10 for so many years?
Well, I told you that I drove Jim Mavlajanis' car. It was the 01, and then we decided to race 2 cars that season.
Oh, so you
and
flipped
we
it.
had to flip it, and I became the 10, and that was it.
And then it stuck
the
with it.
17 was taken at Stafford. I was a 17 at the Speedbowl.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, yep.
Jim Peterson.
So stuck with after Jim Peterson ran the 17 forever. So
All right, Remy, the song's over. You're out. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Is there a division you would like to race in?
that you haven't. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I'd love to run a mod tour car.
Ooh,
Yeah,
nice.
that'd be fun. I mean, but like Diego said, I'm not getting any younger.
Right.
Hey, but look, Denny Hamlin's winning all these races. What's he,
True.
45?
Yeah,
Yes.
45.
Prime time, man.
Crush.
Seriously.
Yeah.
All right, let's carry on. Diego, get yourself ready.
All right, another segment sponsored by Ed Marcel, Firewood and Land Clearing.
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
I got you.
It's my segment. All right, you guys ready?
Ready.
This one here is from James Miller, so I appreciate you sending this in. What do you guys think makes the new Whelen Modified Tour tires so bad that we have people like Justin Bonssa not racing every week? Now, this is a problem, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and it's no secret. Nobody's really saying it, but it's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Justin's announced that he's out. And of course, we can't say concretely, right? Specific to the Craig Lutz is out. Kyle Bonsignor is out.
Yes.
Is Silk not out?
Ron Silk's announced that he's not running basically the full tour anymore, right?
Race Day CT reported that.
Okay.
Silk never announced anything himself.
Gotcha. Okay, so race day. So that's another one.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, Hirschman is struggling.
I think he's committed, but they're struggling.
Struggling. Yep. Yeah, strange. I don't know what it is.
I have to assume that it's just some kind of inconsistency
Right.
is it in the sizing? Is it
Yeah,
where
so
they
some
come
guys are saying like the tires are just taking off, 4.5 inches of stagger. They come in, they're like, oh my God, there's no consistency. But the fact of the matter is you ask a guy like the 79, he's like, what's the problem?
Yeah.
Right? Because he's just been pimping everywhere he goes on the tire.
Right.
Right? So what's the deal?
Well, we always say this. You can't let the inmates run the prison. Right? We've applied that to so many discussions.
And they're trying to
that we've
right
had it
now.
here. No, but when it gets to the point where your top, almost Mount Rushmore of modern mod drivers are walking, you need to seriously take, have some kind of sit down or something. You can't just brush this under the rug.
Well, it's like you want to be very scientific about your program, right? All these guys, all the good crew chiefs and drivers. I mean, they're running things very precisely, right? Like you want your sizes to come in.
Yeah.
You know where things need to come in. It makes a huge difference throughout the course of a race. And if you're trying every week and you're gambling and it doesn't work in your favor, it's probably pretty frustrating.
It's got to be frustrating.
I know from what I've heard that NASCAR, the teams are trying to figure out what the best way forward is to try to quell these concerns regarding the tires. I mean, Kyle Bonsignor said it straight up on his Facebook post what the problem was.
Right.
Yeah.
But even Justin in his Facebook post, or Ken Massa Motorsports said, they're working with NASCAR trying to figure out what the issue is and how to solve that issue. It's just I'm not sure the simplicity really of the situation as to how quickly you can solve it.
Well, the first two comments in the chat are that it's not the tires. It's not just the tires.
Some people think there's other factors like economic factors, or some people have argued that they're just not adapting as quick as others. But I mean, it depends on who you ask, really.
The thing is too is I don't know. NASCAR may have jumped in bed real quick with American Racer here. With American Racer gives out, I think, Pole Award money.
Yeah.
Race tires to, sets of tires away.
Right.
And I'm sure there's a lengthy year contract signed with NASCAR.
Well, they had a lot of promising momentum. I mean, at the beginning of the year, not even a couple months ago, we were sitting here talking about, this feels like kind of a renaissance of the tour. We have so many names popping up.
I'd be really shocked, though. I mean, it could be possible, but I'd be shocked if NASCAR just pulled American Racer. I don't know.
Yeah, but how they can't do that in the middle of the season.
No, it seems
I'm saying
impossible.
after the season,
Yeah.
and paid off American Racer for whatever contract they signed with them. I don't know. I mean, it's almost like letting the inmates run the asylum. That's what's happening. And does NASCAR fold and say, okay, we'll get rid of the tire? Right? I don't know. It's something to be seen.
It's a problem, man. I don't know what the answer is, but it is a problem for sure. I mean, these are good cars,
top of the
good
line
teams
the
that
only
are dropping
thing I
out.
could say about, so this is another thing, and I don't mean to be like a negative Nancy about this. The teams that aren't racing are teams that have been on the tour for a really long time, right? So it's got to be grueling and wearing. That's when I said the Craig Lutz deal. Like, I don't know. I used to be good friends with Craig and his father. I haven't talked to those guys in a long time, but it could be just a fun thing. Like, it's giving those teams that want to take a step back.
Yeah.
It's giving them a reason to say, hey, listen, let's take a pause.
Right. Right.
Justin's got a lot going on with his business, his kids.
Yeah.
Right. It's be the perfect time to take a step back.
Yeah.
Well, it's
So-
like you want to get into it. You want to get out of it what you're putting into it, and
Right.
it feels like they just think, "Hey, we could put as much effort into it as we want to, and we're not going to get
Right.
the results." And there's no
Right.
Yeah, it's a great point.
correlation there.
Yep.
All right, we're going to move on to the next one. So thanks for that question. This one's
right.
from our buddy Jeremy.
Oh yeah, we know that guy.
I'd like to bring up a topic again of
Oh, sorry, it's not over yet. Sorry.
Wow, he did
No,
not.
it's not that late. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'd like to bring up a topic again of car owners, drivers, family members of said drivers trashing the track on social media. They know who they are.
What are you, fucking stupid?
Mhm. Yes, don't do that. Should there be a consequence for that? Now, we've discussed this before. What would that look like? What is the point of hurting the place that you are competing at? And then the next one is just run somewhere else if you don't like it, really, is what he's saying. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, we've had this discussion. My
Right.
brother brought it up
Yep.
about the Speedbowl, right? I mean, it's just not a good
Right.
look.
Well, the problem arises when, those voices get more numerous and a lot louder. I mean, if it is a single outspoken voice, it's almost like the highest road and really probably the most ideal road you want to take is to just let the product speak for itself and carry on. And if that noise fades away, then you've done your job. And I think, in the case what I assume he's referring to, it probably will.
I mean, like Sydney said, you got to have thick skin.
You
Yeah,
do?
I mean, it's hard to not be bothered by it. I get it. You've
would
seen
piss you off.
Yeah, you see me. Sometimes I tune people up on
Yeah,
our
you do.
YouTube
You can-
channel.
I'm like, I come in, I'm like, "Sid, you was lighting that dude up."
But
You know,
that's for all those times you see that, there's about maybe 20 other times where I either roll my eyes or I
Yeah.
type something up and I
Right.
say, it's not
You
worth
delete
it.
it.
Yeah.
Right.
So, if there's a track operator that's just going to go out there and manage social media comments for a majority of their time,
Yeah.
that's kind of like, okay, don't you have something better to do?
Right.
yeah.
And a lot of times the people who are like popping off, sometimes to me, like that's just their reputation, and then
Yeah.
they do it so many times I just kind of dismiss it.
Well,
Like, okay, well, there's an angry guy. That guy's
Well,
angry again. You
if-
know,
if
Social media just gives a platform to
Yeah.
way too many people with
Right.
way too many opinions.
Well,
They
like-
should probably just I'm sure that they can make a phone call and
Yeah.
try to be a bit more constructive about it too.
and that's the point, right? Is like, if they wanted to be more constructive, they would do something like that. And so that's why I'm saying
agree.
if they just keep saying stuff on, that's the ultimate like keyboard warrior thing. And it's like, you're not really contributing to the solution. You're just trying to make a lot of noise.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You love to either feel like you don't have to handle it or handle it privately. Because when you start giving into it publicly, like then the person who's on you now has leverage. Like now it's evident, in terms of just optics, that this is a big enough problem that you feel like you're almost on the defense. You
Right.
don't want to look like you're on the defense.
Yep.
I mean, listen, end of the day should be the end of this conversation. You will get stereotyped if you keep doing it, and it's just not a good look,
Yeah.
Yep.
right?
Right. Reminator.
Well, if any of y'all have questions for us, please send it to sidviewpodcast@gmail.com. Thank you. Back to you, Diego.
Okay, thank you there, Rems. Okay, I got two more. This one's going to be probably a quick one. This is from John Smith. I don't know if that's an anonymous one.
Yeah, that sounds
But-
made up.
But we'll just say John Smith.
No,
All
that's
right.
definitely not
It
real.
says,
We used to race with a John Smith.
you did?
Yeah.
Oh, this might be him then.
Was that even his real name?
Yeah. It says, hello, podcasters. Just an idea on the Casella SK80 race at Stafford. Every team got one change tire, similar to what goes on in the Monaco Tri-Track Series. I think it would have put some strategy into play and maybe brought more cars into the mix for the win. It was a good race, but this could have maybe made it even better. I understand there is additional cost involved with tires and crew, but I think this may have given for a better show. What's your thoughts? Now, there was a tire change?
No.
There wasn't. So he's saying there should
He's
be.
suggesting one.
Yeah, I think it's a bad idea.
Two things. One, unlike the open mods, SK tires are harder compound wise, so they don't wear as much. I don't think it'd make that big of a difference. Two, I don't think a weekly division should be having races decided by fastest pit crew. And there's going
That's
to be
a
a
great point.
wide
It's hard to put
discrepancy.
That is a
together-
great point.
It's hard
Yeah.
to put together a pick.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a wide discrepancy
Too hard.
of pit crews in
Right.
terms of how fast one team is compared to another.
Way
Yep.
too hard.
Even during the race, I was by Nick Hovey's pit stall, and it was just Walt just doing all the work.
Yeah.
And just to think it would be him just changing the tire, like that's going to be hard for him.
Yep.
Remy, maybe you could have worked the gun.
I don't know. Right? No,
You're right. I mean, that's the biggest factor between local racing and tour racing. Like,
Can't do it. I mean, if you're going to do
operation.
that, it's got to be everybody could come down pit road right now and change a tire and not lose a spot.
Yeah.
Right? Because we're not going to kill ourselves here. Right?
Yeah.
And by the way, I didn't say this earlier. I just wanted to say this so we move on to our last question. I was amazed during that race, since we're talking about the SK Casella 80. I walked down the grandstands and I looked up, and the amount of people
just packed
that were in the stands
Yeah.
I know it was a special Casella night,
Right.
but there was no touring division.
Weekly divisions.
Weekly division, and the place was packed.
That was
I mean,
a good crowd.
Yeah.
I agree.
to
I
race
noticed
in
that
front
from
of
the
that
backstretch.
crowd, I get sick. I couldn't believe it.
Wasn't it wasn't it Mike Christopher Jr. that was said
Yes.
how there was still a big crowd?
Yes.
Yeah. That's great. Yeah.
I was like, I never say it earlier. I wanted to give them props for that. So good job by them.
Well, you know what they say. Welcome to the show, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta keep living, man. LIVIN.
One last thing on the Bonssa did bring this up, like the actual compound that they run. I mean, they've kind of hit, like, I would call it the magic combination with the SK tires. I mean, once they went to the 3-tire thing in 2024, I mean, that's what's given us that amazing racing. I don't think you even want to touch the tire deal over there.
You're a smart motherfucker. That's right.
Thank you. You didn't need to say it, but I do like hearing it every now and again.
All right.
Diego?
We got one more. So Joseph, I think it's Dion, had sent 4, but we're running a little late on time. So I'm going to read this
Yeah,
one.
we'll save a couple of those in the bank. We'll
That's
get back
right.
to them. All right.
It says, why no Speedbowl merch available at the track?
Mm-hmm.
A table with merch from the track, Sid's View podcast, and drivers would be great.
Well, I mean, I can speak for myself. I know that it is we don't do it because we don't really go to the track that often anymore. And even the days that we did, it's tough to just get somebody to man the booth
That's
and
a
sell.
lot.
Yeah, and to sell it. And I think it was 2 years ago. The Speedbowl was nice enough to give us a spot on the midway, and we went like blast off, sold a little bit of merch. We went back again the next time we did Sid's View. I think I sold just enough to pay the guy that manned the booth, and then the next 2 times we lost money. Basically,
But they do have a booth with.
No.
Oh, they don't have any.
They don't think they have one this year.
And so just so you know, like, Sean has a lot to do with that, and he's really wanting to do that. They just don't have a space or personnel really yet to do that. So I know it's something that they've been wanting to work on, but he's trying to build the race program, and I could go on and on because we've discussed this a million times.
Yeah.
But it's difficult for him right now to put it all together.
Well, listen, there's no better time for a shameless plug to tell people that they go to sidsview.myshopify.com or just scan the old QR code, Diego. You know how we do it?
Get a hat like
Get a
this
hat
one.
just like
Check out
Diego's
this
over there.
fresh hat.
I'd like one of
Pretty
those.
That's a
badass
nice
looking.
hat.
See?
Yeah.
All right, we'll get Wayne
It's a
on the
real
store
sick hat.
as we carry on.
Yep.
All right, is that all we got for viewer mail,
Yeah,
my
that's
friend?
it. I wanted to give a special thanks to Ed Marcel, Land Clear, and Firewood for another segment.
All right, perfect. Let's carry
Viewer
on.
mail, baby.
Let's go. All right, big thanks to our friends over there at Waterwiz. You know, that park's got to be opening soon here. It's June 9th. I think it's possibly this upcoming weekend. We'll have to check that out. But anyways, you know, our man BT over there said that there has not been a repeat winner in the SK Modified division at Stafford. So I did a little digging for some statistics here, and I found this pretty interesting. Stafford, they've had 24 different winners out of their 30 feature races held over their 5 divisions, excluding the SK Light duels. Only Adam Gray in the late models, Nicky Anglais in the SK Lights, Jason Lafayette in the limiteds, and Warren Waterman have won more than once in their respective divisions. The Speedbowls had 20 different winners out of 28 feature races. And then with the SKs, with 3 races and SK Lights who have 4 races, no repeat winners. 8 out of 9 different winners. 8 different winners out of 9 features on Speedbowl Thursdays. 9 different winners out of 10 features on CONT Saturdays, 11 different winners out of 12 features held on CONT Fridays, and 10 different winners out of 11 features held at Thompson. Only Keith Rocco winning 2 as Sunoco mod. So across all the tracks,
crazy.
yeah, that's pretty
tight.
good. Yeah,
Crazy.
That's really good for racing overall. Yeah. And now this is probably the most excited that I have been for this segment yet this season.
Why are you looking at me?
It's time for the Northeast Truck and Off-Road Weekly Pick'ems. I get to look at that right there.
Wow.
Sydney coming in
Sydney,
strong.
you need to have weeks like that to beat me.
Big 3-run homer to tie the score atop the standings. And Diego, your descent is, you know what? We should have Remy do an
Veneta
air.
second, Graminski second, Plemons second.
Well, listen, I had Veneta second, and Paquette had a flat tire or something.
That
was right there with you.
Didn't show up.
Yeah, my guys were wreck, and
you
you
three.
get the picture.
Are you guys playing?
I know. What are you guys doing over there?
Honestly, I don't
luck
even
to
know
you
anymore.
tonight.
I feel slightly
Thank you.
lobotomized at this point.
Yeah, just not. I don't know. Let's get after it. Okay,
Champ.
so Reminator, because you continually
suck.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, you said it.
I mean, I would admit it.
All these people I feel bad for.
Yeah. So Remy, Bobby, Wayne, Diego, and then myself.
Okay.
Hit it.
I'm so sorry for everyone.
Yeah, you should be.
I mean, technically, there's a lot of second place finishes, but that's beside the point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Go.
So Stafford, SK Lights, I'm going with Robert Bloxham. Waterford, Mini Stocks, I'm going with Andrew Chrismiski.
Mm-hmm. Heard of him.
CONT, I'm going Pro Stocks. I think Dave Darling will get his 100th win.
Chalk City.
I have to try something, okay?
All right.
Tri-track. I'm gonna go.
We call
with,
them the Monaco Modifieds, but go ahead.
Sorry. I'm going with Mike Christopher Jr.
Oh.
And then I'm going back to Stafford, late model, Wayne Coury.
Oh, hey. All right.
Well, that sealed your fate, brother.
Well, yep. It was fun while it lasted.
Has that ever worked out?
No, that's Jake Veneta.
Oh boy, Chuck.
We'll work at it.
Bobby, hit it.
I'd love to call it Chuck. Somehow these guys will all not win next week.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to read them off for you right here. Starting with Stafford in the SK Lights, Tyler Berry.
Mm-hmm.
Waterford, Crown Vics, Jake Caprio.
Chalk.
CONT, Dave Darling. He's not
Oh, my
winning.
God.
In the Pro Stocks, just to be
Unbelievable.
clear, I don't want any weird technicalities. And get ready for these two whammies right here. Touring, Nima Lights, Kyle Valeri.
Wow.
In my wild card, it's time to do it again. Pro Fours, Rob Riccardi Jr. at Monadnock. Brother, you did it for me once this year. Come on, you can be two-thirds
He's
of my
tapping
points.
out on him. All right, it's only June 9th. He's tapping out on Riccardi already.
That's Fro's go-to.
Come on.
All right, Wayne, what do you got?
All right, so clearly the statistics are not in my favor that you just referenced, but I'm going to go with JP in the SKs.
Oh,
at
yeah.
Stafford.
Listen, you can't. That's
Wow.
always,
Back
that's
to
always a
back.
good
They
pick.
hit on something last
Yeah.
week, and that was pretty convincing. And sometimes you see these guys, click
Nothing
off
wrong
a
with
couple in a row.
Oh, yeah.
He'll be a good pick all year, for sure.
Speedbowl, I'm going to go with Bavalacco in the mini stocks.
Oh, yeah, the king, they call him.
Hometown guy. I grew up in Stratford.
Yep.
His uncle let me race his
Down with
his
the
go-kart
king.
once when I was younger. Kind of got me
Oh, okay.
pumped to race.
Yep.
Pro stocks, as I mentioned, I do not hang out at CONT very often, so I'm going to go with Dave Darling
Okay.
for that 100th.
Darling
right?
going for the sweep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard to pick against that guy.
I hear
right? Monaco, let's go with Ron Silk.
Mm-hmm.
And my wild card, I'm going to take Colton Gambacorta. In the
Oh,
street
that's a good
stocks.
one. All
In the
right,
street
nice.
stocks at Stafford.
He needs a nice rebound.
He had a rough week last
Yeah,
week, and
he did.
he's been doing a great job. So
All right, Diego. And then there were two.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, Remy, wait, where his message disappeared. Anglace.
I said the Cassie on Saturday. It's so hard to pick SKs because there's so
Very hard.
many
Yep.
very hard.
potential winners. I mean, I don't feel like I'm doing good
I think,
there.
I think we're going to have some extra people in the house on Saturday, too.
Really?
Yeah.
So, Stafford, SK. I think it's Keith Rocco time again.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Waterford. Why not? I'm going SKs again. Right? I just want to make sure they're there, and they are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Timmy Jordan.
Not a bad pick.
I'm with everybody else here. CONT Pro Stock. I'm boring Dave Darling.
Oh, my God. It's unbelievable.
Touring Series. MRS.
Yeah.
Brian Roby.
Okay.
Not a bad pick.
Monaco Tri-Track. John McKennedy.
Okay.
I think we need to address Nick Enclase's comment in the
What's
chat.
wrong? What's going on here? There's a lot of quiets in here.
What is this? Giggling in the corner like little
Well, okay,
girls.
so Enclase said, don't forget, Remy, a disqualification is 2 wins in the handicap, so a certain someone has to start 15th and can't win unless he starts top 5.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
All right.
Talking shit.
Wow. It's out. No, and here's the thing.
Wow.
It actually it was deleted somehow, and then he said it again, so I just felt the need to. Remy,
All right.
so.
Let me give you the 5 guys that are going to win next week, if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah. Come on. Go ahead.
All right. Stafford, limited late models, 30 lapper, Travis Hydar.
Okay.
Book it. Speedbowl, trucks. Come get some. Ryan Lynham, he's going to come sit there next week. We're going to talk about it.
Okay.
All right. CONT, Pure Stocks.
Okay.
Brent Robideau.
Okay.
Taking it home. Now, listen, our man Fro went with Jeffrey Battle last week, at Thunder Road, where he's never won in the New England Supermods.
Why do you make me suffer?
They're going to be at Star. Money in the Bank.
Why?
Battle. Talk about it.
Why?
Diego, I'm with you, man. I'm staying away from the Monaco race. We're going head-to-head. Give me my man, Brett Meservey, in the MRS race.
Wow. Could you imagine if it goes down to that race for me and you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that'd be great.
That's your pick'ems.
I almost picked that one, actually.
Yeah, we will. We'll post Diego. We'll post it in the next day or two. What do we have? I got to get these up quick, don't I? Did anybody pick Thursday Thunder? No, huh?
No.
Good job by you guys.
No, but I'll start soon enough. That's once I get desperate, I start going to Thursday night.
We got a good one here for Diego. You ready?
Yep.
Diego, yesterday was Best Friends Day.
This ought to be good.
It originated in 1935 when the U.S. Congress designated it as a day to honor close friendships. They specifically chose June 8th because it is typically a balmy, warm time of the year across all regions of the country, which made it a perfect day to gather outdoors for activities like picnics, barbecues, the beach, or a racetrack.
My wife?
Oh, that's the wrong one. There they are in Victory Lane. There you go.
There was an ad during the Cup race that had this song, and I was kind of triggered by it. I can't lie. It was
So while it started as a holiday in the U.S., the concept was eventually adopted by several other countries, including Canada, Bolivia, Finland, and Spain, although the holiday lost popularity.
That's funny.
And went largely unnoticed for several decades. It experienced a massive global resurgence with the advent of social media. It's become a major hashtag holiday where millions of people share photos and tributes to their closest friends using the hashtag National Best Friends Day. Next June 8th, I expect a little something better from you on your Facebook page, all right?
Ooh, okay.
Listen, that is your Pop Culture Minute. Big thanks to Lavoie Racing for sponsoring it once again. It's time to find out what's on tap, and there is a lot going on, so let's get after it here. I did that again, huh?
Yep, that's okay.
All right, I'll start it for you. Don't you worry about things. You want the official thing?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Let's try this again.
Oh, watch out.
Way to come back, Sydney. Way to come back.
You like that?
Bye,
Thank
Sid.
you.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Sloppy.
Whoa.
All right.
Oh, now he's drowning. He's dead.
All right, Thursday Night Thunder, the American Vintage Mods will be back. The Stafford's got the limited late model 30, Fast Friday once again. Then you got the MRS at Lee, Pro 4s at Monadnock on Saturday. CONT's got a 75 lapper for the Pro Stocks and a 35 lapper for the trucks, which that's a Triple Crown race for them, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
The Speedbowl, actually, Diego is racing in the late models. We figured that era too close to showtime, so I wasn't able to edit that. But the Monaco series will be there with the dwarf cars SK's late models, trucks, minis, and Crown Vics. Stars got a busy weekend. Midgets on Saturday, and then Act, Pass, and the Supermods on Sunday. So that is a lot going on.
Just about everything we cover is racing.
Pretty much, right? Yeah.
God, it's going to be a 3-hour show.
Impressive. All right, so there's only one other thing we got to do before we wrap it up. Let's find out who won the week. Oh, wait, big thanks to Northeast Performance Parts.
Oh, yeah.
For what's on tap. Now let's figure out who won the week.
Who are you?
Brought to you by Skake It. We say it right.
Damn straight. All right, I got a long list here. Now, of course, you can add anybody that you would like, but here's some suggestions. We got John Pulio winning the Casella 80 after last year's tough loss. John McKennedy for his dominant win at Oxford Plains in the Tour race. Caden Fisher for winning the 51st annual ACT Spring Glen 125. Nick Hovey for holding off Anthony Flannery for his first career SK Modified win. Charles Canfield for ending his year-long drought from Mini Stock Victory Lane. Ryan Waterman for winning for the 4th time in 6 street stock races. Greg Moran for returning to street stock Victory Lane after since the first time since 2012. Zach Martinez for winning the 3rd time in 4 races on Saturday and 4 out of 6 overall in the Legend Cars. Dave Darling for staying undefeated in the Pro Stocks. Arthur Miak undefeated in the CONT Sport 4s. And Jake Caprio stayed undefeated in the Speedbowl Crown Vics. Lots to choose from. What do you think, D?
You know who I'm picking.
Your boy Hovey.
That's right.
All right.
Play it. Play it one more
I know,
time.
how did I not even... I should have wrote that in pen. You didn't have to have a pencil for that.
It's not a funny song. I love it.
Reminator, what do you got?
I'm going to go with Pulio because I was talking to Ed during the driver intros, asking him if he thinks that he got the car to get it.
Yep.
And he was very hopeful, and just seeing how it played out in Victory Lane, it was pretty incredible.
All right. I like that. Wayne, you get a vote in this one.
I got to go JP as well.
Yeah.
I like those guys. We pitted next to him for a couple of years. Who doesn't love a red, white, and black race car?
True story.
And yeah, they're always coming by rooting for
I
me
got a
too,
question for you. This could be a little bit comical. Now, I have been, especially by Diego's mother, actually, has mistaken me for Ed Pulio. Have you ever gotten mistaken for Ed Pulio?
Me personally,
No.
I have not.
All right. The three of us could be brothers in some sort of...
There's some
Cosmic
resemblance.
sense.
Some resemblance.
All right, dear BT, what do you got?
I'm going to give you somebody you haven't named.
All right, go.
Jason Finkbein.
Oh, that's a good one. How did I miss him? He hooked me up in the pit, in the pick'ems, too.
Bouncing back after that big wreck, up and down year, and gets his first SK Light win when it seemed like he may not be able to make the race.
Yeah.
He gets my vote.
That's a good one.
That's big.
All right, I'm up next, huh? Well, I mean, McKennedy was dominant. Pulio, I think I'm... Hovey's good one. I think I'm going with Bonssa. I'm going with Finkbein.
Oh, yeah.
Nice rebound story. He hooked me up in the pick'ems. That's where I'm going. Pro, what do you got?
Yeah, I mean, I had Pulio written in pen, but I mean, Bonssa sold me on that. I mean,
that was good,
coming
huh?
back from the wreck where he was, really shaken up, had speed all year. I mean, what a fantastic story, and just a great finish overall. I know that shouldn't really add to the amount that he won the week, but it's dramatic. You like to see it.
All right, so that's your pick?
Yep.
Okay.
Surprised nobody picked Waterman. Forget about the race. Those comments in Victory Lane.
We already gave him a win this week.
Correct.
You can't get too greedy.
All right, so Fro, here you go. In
All right, lay 'em on
studio,
me.
we got Nick Hovey for 1.
All right, hold on. All right.
We got John Pulio for 2.
Yep.
And we got Jason Finkbein for 3.
All right.
And now I think we should probably cut it off there at fence line, right? I haven't seen anybody else chime in.
Yep.
All right, what do you got?
Well, I have, first of all, Brexton Bush with 1. I know we don't talk a lot of cups, so we didn't talk about this, but just a few hours ago.
That's a Remy pick. Like, we're going to send him a discount code, but go ahead. Good job, Keats.
Very nice tribute there with him and his grandfather for Kyle. That was really great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
John McKennedy with 1.
No, Jim Kennedy's
What?
got 2. Well, I mean, what are you looking at?
He got votes in the chat, too.
Bro, this is bad. You might have to take me off this segment.
I mean, do you have it?
Well, sorry, I was distracted because the next vote in chat is the Twizzlers. And so,
No, but see, do you even have it on like all messages?
No, I have it.
I don't think you do, bro.
What does Sean mean by Twizzlers?
Well, that's what I was wondering. I think why I didn't.
Well, that's because Remy didn't
Yeah,
Remy
I
say
said
the
Twizzlers and grape soda.
Oh, yeah.
dude. The chat
Bad.
has
Bad.
McKennedy twice
Bad.
and Finkbein.
No.
You got it.
It's clean from here on out.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. It's not going to affect the ultimate winner.
Christina's trying to chime in here now.
No. The clock's already stopped. Stop the count, as they say.
No, you can add it. Listen, they pay good money to be in the chat.
Okay.
All right, what do we got?
We got Nick Hovey with 2. John McKennedy, okay. Amendment here. He has 2.
Yep.
John Pulio with 3. Nail biter, by the way, but the ultimate winner with 4 votes this week was Jason Finkbein.
Oh, way to go there, Bonssa. You got it going there. The
I was
studio
gonna say,
carried it. Well done.
got it
Damn
rolling.
right.
All right.
sale.
Finkbein, we'll be sending you a discount code so you can go on the old Shopify store, get yourself some Sid's View gear. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the show for this week. Don't forget now, you're going to want to find us on socials, all kinds of funny stuff. Music Monday has been a big hit with the classic rock. Friday Funnies. Diego, take us home.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Special thanks to Dale Headquest Motorsports for the weekly update. Couldn't do it without Midstate Site Development for the results ticker. Of course, Waddell Communications and the Smarties for the Nostalgia Nugget. Hoosier Tire Reese for the Stat Chat. Broadbrook Heating and Cooling for Did You Know. Of course, Servpro of Norwich for the Chalkboard Chatter. Water Whiz, thanks for the Stat Splash. Hair by Emma Monaghan, my beloved daughter, for the Fast Five. Northeast Truck and Off-Road for the weekly Pick'ems. Ed Marcel Firewood and Land Clearing for the Viewer Mail. Of course, Myers Creamery, JDL Motorsports, Busy Bees Learning Center, and Holistic Real Estate for the point standings. KTU Automotive for Quote of the Week. Special thanks to Skate It LLC Property Management for Who Won the Week. Lavoie Racing, thanks so much for the Pop Culture Minute. Northeast Performance and Parts for What's on Tap. Of course, CONT Grand Prix, they're always awesome. They fire up the hot seat. Couldn't do it without them, and thanks to special guest, Mr. Wayne Coury Jr. for joining us. Thanks, pal.
Thank you for having me.
Hell
Yeah, thanks for
man.
coming, brother.
Appreciate it.
It's about
It's been
time
fun.
you showed up.
Seriously,
Absolutely.
man.
Special thanks to Vault Productions for this kick-ass dude. If you don't know about it, wait till you see this.
Word.
All of our cast members, we want to give a special thanks for, always supporting our content. And then all our viewers, thanks for chiming in every week and tuning in. See you next week.
I'd like to say a special thank you to Stafford Speedway, Flow Racing, Yankee Racer, Northeast Short Track Network, Speedbowl History, NASCAR, and Amazon Prime for the videos tonight. Also, a big thank you to Race Dog Photography, TK Race Photos, Tisha DiMaggio, Mike Sir Luca, Christina Hovey, Piggetti Family, and John Bellathunis for the photos tonight.
Well done, Reminator. You had me nervous, but you did quite well there.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Big weekend ahead. We're excited. Like I said, we're going to be streaming the Monaco event. They're going to have the Surfside back, tailgating, Hummel hot dogs. You're going to want to check that out. Support your local racetrack. We'll go over it all next Tuesday with Ryan Lynham in the house. We'll see you then.